Squirt, sauce. Squirt, squirt, sauce. Wake up, grab your phone, good vibes everywhere. Ryder's got big muscles, Lisa's got the hair. You never know what they're gonna say, but there's a 45% chance you might like it anyway. It's the sauce, they're spilling it live for you. It's the sauce with your favorite morning crew. It's the sauce, 2 hours will fly by. They don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna try. It's the sauce.
Hi, this is Purple Pants Kyle, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
My name is Kelsey, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hey, it's Hildy, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Well, hello and welcome to the Sports Interaction Studio. Shout out to Cheddar.
Yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Cheddars in the studio today. In the Sports Interaction Studio. Okay, what's missing from the set? Any guesses?
I know, because doing everything today is going to be on me.
I have my phone.
Lisa forgot her computer today. Hooray!
It's going to be one of those days. Buckle up.
March Madness gets rolling today, and I'm a little bit upset.
Why?
I didn't get invited to be in anybody's brackets.
That is so sad.
The bracket contests, and I usually do really good.
Maybe that's why.
I didn't want to just go and play with a bunch of strangers that I don't know on the internet. How do you brag at them if you're doing well?
Is anyone here at Oilersnation doing a bracket and you just don't know about it?
Games get going at 10 this morning, so it's
too late.
It's too late.
Okay, well then do we build a bracket right now?
Let's do it. Let's do it live on the show.
Okay.
You guys, I have the craziest recommendation if you're single.
What?
It has to do with brackets. We'll get to that later on the show. But while you guys are building this bracket, I think everyone watching along, if you want to get in on this, let's do it. I want to give some love to some people that have already checked in the chat before the show even started. Katie is here after breaking her ankle and being on bed rest. Put us on the big screen. We'll hang out with you every day for 2 hours.
Yeah.
We got you, girl.
No doubt. That sucks.
That sucks. Saucy M is back. Missed the show yesterday. Welcome back. We've got Lance Kane in the chat saying cup year. Did I do that good enough?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It was all right. D2C341 has checked in. We've got Jana out of Winnipeg. Saucy Miss Mackie has checked in. Thanks for being here, everyone. Means a lot. Saucy Amber, of course. Where's Northside Norm? People are asking. See, this is what's awesome about the chat.
Yeah.
When you show up and then you are all of a sudden not there, we worry about you.
And we notice.
Where are you? Spooky Season has checked in. We got Mike in the chat as well. Jamie of the Night. Turd Ferg has checked in. Christina. Bread is here. Okay, Bread said, I'll join your bracket challenge. Wait. Join the ON bracket. Is there one and we didn't know about it?
Wow.
What is happening?
Wow.
Are we not liked?
Well, no, we're fine.
Is it because we're not here in the afternoon when everyone's chilling?
That might be it. There is an Oilersnation bracket?
No. Reese, did you know about this?
Oh, Reese didn't get invited either.
Wow.
Bread might know. Ask him if there's one already. If not, we'll just do one here, and then we can at least brag if it goes well.
Oh, Mainlander Tim posted a link to the Oilersnation Bracket Challenge in the Discord. Well, we're not invited in the Discord. Is that where you guys make fun of us behind our backs?
I bet there's been some chirps. It's fine. I don't want you to have access to that.
Me neither. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, look at this loser. She doesn't even know how to pack her laptop for work. How can we trust her? Okay, so a listener created one. Okay, that's fine. You do you. You've got your own community. We don't want to barge in. You know, it's like when you see your boss outside of work.
Yeah.
And you're like, nah, I don't want to converse. Maybe it's got those vibes, you know? We'll do our thing. You do your thing. We'll create our own.
We will create our own.
And we'll do the saucy bracket. Wait, what can we call it?
No, I don't think we have time to launch all that.
Well, when's the first game starting? In 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And like to organize it and have it all ready to go.
Oh, isn't it easy? Don't you just go this team, that team, I'll put that there.
Yeah, we can make one. I'm saying like to set up an entire tournament where other people can join. Actually, well, remember how long it took me to get the Oscars pool?
Yeah.
It was an evening.
That's true.
I just don't think that there's any chance we can host a show and set up.
Use AI.
We have to do much better at pre-planning. I just kept on waiting because I thought somebody would invite me.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. And then this morning I got here and I'm like, wow, still not in a bracket.
I brought cupcakes to work today. Last night I texted Ryder. I said, in all caps, I'm craving a cupcake. And he wrote back and he said, did you check my location and see I'm near a cupcake place? I went, are you? He said, no. So then I made him stop at the grocery store, get cupcake mix and icing, and I made some, get this, cherry chip cupcakes. Mic drop. When's the last time you had a cherry chip cupcake? Reese?
I don't think I ever have.
What's wrong?
That's a crime. Reese, go get a cupcake. You got to eat it live on the show.
We got him doing enough right now. Don't we? He's helping us build a bracket.
So I have 8 cupcakes in the main area of Oilersnation HQ.
How many do you think Waz is going to have?
How many cupcakes will Waz eat before anyone else gets to the office? Keep in mind, there's only 8. Should we bet? Should we put up a camera and watch him?
Starch madness, we'll call it. That would actually be good if we did like a bracket of the best starches. I wonder what would win.
Ooh. Oh,
Like,
that's such a good question.
would pizza win? Probably. Like, when you're talking popular vote.
Yeah, especially if kids were involved, it would be like butter noodles.
Yeah. But
pizza.
why would kids be involved? It's like a betting thing.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I just thought if we were just like all talking about it collectively.
Like, butter noodles, in my opinion, should be last place.
What? I love butter noodles.
Well, you're the only adult I know that does.
Not true. Butter noodles, a little bit of salt, kosher salt.
Yeah, but like you're gonna put that up against fettuccine alfredo, and you think butter noodles might win?
Do you want to hear a crazy story? I watched a video of chicken fried rice getting made.
Okay.
Do you know how much butter you're consuming when you eat chicken fried rice, Ryder?
I mean, I make it and it's no butter.
But if you get it from a place and it's like the best deep fried rice, it's because it has 19 pounds of butter in it.
It is crazy. Like, after I went through the Big D, and I don't mean Dallas, I was spending a lot of time eating out at restaurants because
Sorry, what is the Big D? Like, I know that, okay, we took Dallas off the list. There's another option.
Divorce. Oh. Haven't you heard the song, Going Through the Big D, I don't mean Dallas?
No.
Oh, it was
Who sings it?
It was my anthem. Charlie Pride, I think. I have no idea.
Speaking of Pride, it's Pride night tonight.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. I just thought that would be a perfect segue, but you weren't done your story. Continue.
So while I was going through the Big D, and I don't mean Dallas, I was eating out at restaurants a lot because my ex-wife got all the kitchen stuff in the divorce, and I got all the camping stuff. And I didn't know how to cook inside with bush pie makers.
And you don't camp.
Yeah, but that's what she got, that's what I got,
Fair.
as we were splitting things up.
Hey, you got the buck hunter machine.
That's true. Anyway, so I ate out at restaurants a lot.
Your daughter would get butter noodles.
She'd get butter noodles, but I put on 20, 25 pounds in that like year and a half. Like a lot of people after they go through a big split will get super healthy, like just
to get a 6-pack, it's
shredded.
Called the post-D glow up.
Yeah. I went whatever the opposite of that is, and just eating at Boston Pizza, eating my full meal, finishing her bugs and cheese, having one of the big beers, and then like laying too much. But I forget why we started talking about that.
You were going to say that your daughter asked, Dad, why do we eat out so much as she's eating her bugs and cheese?
Right. And I just
then
told
you
her.
say?
Yeah, I told her that I didn't get the kitchen stuff. And so I told her to finish her bugs and cheese and don't forget to put your cutlery in your backpack before we leave because I need it for my new kitchen. But I don't know why that whole story started.
Yeah, how did we get here? The big
March
D,
Madness, Starch Madness, butter noodles. Oh, yes. The butter in restaurant fried rice shouldn't come as a surprise. If you eat out at restaurants all the time,
you're going to gain weight.
You're going to gain weight.
Yeah.
That was my point.
Well, even if you get a salad, you think it's healthy, a restaurant salad is like 1,000 calories.
Well, and I even heard some places will keep their chicken breasts just floating in oil because that's the easiest to grab them and just start cooking them. And they're not going with like proper good for you oils in the most part, for the most part.
Shout out to Laying on the Sauce, who just checked in saying morning saucers. Devin's in there. We've got Lindsay who's checked in. Northside Norm is alive and well in the chat. Good. We were worried about you. Jess has checked in. Butter noodles is actually goated. Best of all time. Greatest of all time. Norm checked in saying his dog's not doing very well.
Oh.
Piper's off at the vet for her ACL surgery. It's so hard when your animal is in pain and you can't talk to them.
Plus,
and they're so scared.
You can't communicate like, hey, this cone is because you need it or else you'll chew out your stitches because you're kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you're the best, and so they just end up not trusting you as much because they're like, that's the asshole that put the cone on me.
Then they're just anxious.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway, happy recovery to Piper.
Piper, you got this.
And Piper is in good hands because there are a lot of dogs that if they have that injury, that's just something that they're limping now, you know?
I love the meme where it's like your dog's limping. So you drop $500 at the vet. And then when they get home, they're bouncing around the house like nothing happened. Did you want to go to the vet? Like what? Are you serious right now? Anyway, what are we doing with this bracket? Is this a possibility or not?
Reese, are we able to build a bracket on the show? We can make kind of our bets on sports interaction at the same time.
Yeah, I'll play around with this.
Okay. While we're talking about that, there is something that you can get involved in that we're very excited to be launching right now, and that is kind of like a bracket.
Well, it's going to be an opportunity for all of us to gather together, including you, Oilers Nation Discord people.
And win some money as well.
Win some big money.
The first ever River Cree playoff draft presented by Oilers Nation. The Sauce is going to be there. Oilers Nation every day. Liam and Tyler are going to be there. We are your hosts. I am contemplating talking to see if they can auction off so you can get like Tyler or Liam or
at your table
or you and I on your team to help you
fun.
with your picks. We'll see how that goes. We're ironing some details out, but it is Friday, April 17th at River Cree Resort and Casino.
It's going to be so much fun, and I want everyone to come and hang out. And you don't have to feel overwhelmed or intimidated by a draft. We're going to make it super simple for you. We can help you. We're going to have all of the most knowledgeable people in the room.
Just make sure you got somebody on your team because it's teams of 8. And make sure you got somebody on your team that knows a thing or two. But usually it comes down to like you go heavy on a certain team. Let's say you load up on Oilers.
Yeah.
If the Oilers go deep, you got a really good chance of winning the draft. You go heavy on Carolina Hurricanes. Same thing. If they go deep, you got a good chance. But it is $1,000 to get in. Tables of 8. All proceeds are supporting Kids Sport Edmonton, and spots are limited. Get signed up today at nationgear.ca. I would put playoff hockey drafts as at least like top 3 favorite things to do.
Well, and you usually host it at your house, and it's your favorite day because you get all of your best buddies over. You eat the best food. It's like kind of dramatic.
It takes like 6 hours sometimes, depending.
Fun.
Yeah. It's a super fun event. I don't know exactly how long we have slated for this. Probably 3 or 4 hours, but we're going to try to make it feel real official, like you're drafting.
And it's on a Friday night at the Cree. Let's do this. It's going to be an awesome time. Friday, April 17th, 6 p.m. start. Register your team now. nationgear.ca.
The first ever.
I mean,
first of many, I'm sure, too.
Build a group.
Yeah.
in the chat, too.
This was one of the things that we talked about when Lisa and I started, when I had a conversation with the bosses on, like, what do you see us doing with this? And I said, can we do a big playoff draft out at River Cree?
And you got it done.
We got it done.
We had to have a couple meetings. We had to be a little bit annoying with River Cree.
Uh-huh.
But we kept calling.
And they joined forces with
And then finally
us.
they were like, ugh, fine.
Will you
we'll
leave
let
us
you in.
alone?
We'll let you in for one night.
Yeah, very excited for this. Once again, the first ever Oilersnation River Cree playoff draft, April 17th.
Shooter McGavin in the chat is checking in from Beijing.
No kidding.
This is fun.
Yeah.
I love that it's not just Edmonton.
And if you are watching the show from somewhere else, maybe you stumbled upon the show and you have no idea who we are, where we are, what we talk about, but you're catching a vibe, let us know in the chat where you are, who you are, where you're from.
Jeff LaHoo checked in. I don't even want to hear the gritty details of my fast food. It's true. I don't need, it shouldn't stop me from getting a big, delicious salad.
The thing
Whatever.
about fast food, though, is it's not great for you. You know?
Yeah.
Whereas when you have a salad at a sit-down restaurant,
At least you know you're getting some fiber.
you should feel comfortable that that's a healthy choice, but it isn't necessarily the case.
Yeah.
How those crispy onions in there have been deep fried 6 times is all I'm saying about that.
How about the weather outside? It's so weird. Tomorrow is the first day of spring. And it is like maybe even not anymore, but it was like a downpour this morning, which I love. Like, get rid of all of the crap on the ground.
It is cleaning up the streets pretty quick. Like,
so awesome.
I thought that 16-degree day on St. Patrick's Day would be enough to melt off the majority of ice from the streets. It didn't do as much as this rain has the last couple days, I don't think.
I love it.
Yeah. I love it.
I love it. That's a Lisa Barlow impression if you watch Real Housewives. If you know, you know.
I thought it was Moira.
No. How would Moira say I love it? I love it.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
You can see why I thought that maybe.
Yeah.
But yes, that is what's shaking down today, March Madness. And then we got that new hockey draft April 17th at River Cree. Should we get into our 3 stars of anything right now?
No.
Why?
I wanted to recommend something while we're on the topic of while Reese is getting our bracket set up.
Okay.
I have a recommend something.
This is where we
Recommend something. So back in the day, when my girlfriends and I would go out to the club to talk to men, we would pull out of our purse or pocket our bracket. And we would, middle of a busy nightclub, say, hey, can I get your opinion on this? And we'd pull our bracket out and get them to look at it. Did we actually care about their opinion? No. Did we take their advice? No. Did we get their phone number? Maybe. It's such an icebreaker if you want to talk to a cutie and you walk up, especially if they're tall, and you're like,
I know you and your friends are all rockets. You know what else works?
what?
Saying hi.
That's so boring.
Well, I know, but it works.
Another tip.
This feels like an extreme move when making eye contact would probably get the same result.
We don't make eye contact. We don't say hi. But what we also would do is if we were eating hot wings or any type of wing, we would get the bartender to put one in a shot glass and send it over to the hot guy. They love it. Think about it. If you're sitting at the bar with your buddies
and a stranger tried to feed me chicken,
a woman sent you a hot wing in a shot glass, that wouldn't turn you on? You love chicken wings.
I do love chicken wings. I'd be really confused. I wouldn't know what to do with
then
the wing.
They always laugh.
Dude, would I make eye contact?
Yeah, you eat it.
You eat it and look at them.
Yeah.
No.
You say, cheers, and you laugh, and then you eat the wing.
I'm not sure if I like it.
Well, you don't have to. I'm not talking to you. I'm not catering to you. I'm catering to people.
But I just feel like if you got surprise chicken from a stranger, that's kind of messed up. Maybe back in 2016 when you were throwing out these vibes, people were a little more careful now. Are a little more careful now.
I don't know. Take it or leave it. That's my recommendation of the day. Do you have anything to contribute?
I do, yes. First of all, if you are driving today, just be careful. There are still some pretty slippery spots.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, even the chat is talking about how disgusting their backyard is with all of the dog droppings.
Yes.
It's gnarly.
Yeah. So that's a big one I wanted. And also, I did have a recommendation about March Madness, how fun it is if you do have a bracket going or bet and just make huge parlays, how fun it is to sit and watch. Like, this afternoon is the best afternoon.
Yeah, I never really got into basketball, but I'd go over to my friend Ashley's house, and her parents were obsessed with March Madness. They always had it on the TV. She's the friend that I would go out to the bar with our brackets.
Right.
And we would, back before when your bracket wasn't on an app or on your phone
Right.
or on
It was
a
paper.
gambling, it was a big sheet of paper, and we'd pull it up. By the end of the night, it was all like wrinkled up and ripped and good times.
Did you know that there's never been a perfect bracket ever?
Well, why are we trying?
Well, you try to get the best you can. The one year I got like a 94.7% accurate, and I think I was only wrong in like 3 games.
So did you win your...
Yes.
Okay.
And it was just with a bunch of buddies on like Yahoo Sports.
Yahoo Sports.
What are the odds of getting a perfect bracket? It's absurd. 1 in 9.2 quintillion are the odds.
Didn't even know that number existed.
That's how many, because there's 64 teams, and everything can happen differently, right? You got one game wrong in the first round, your whole bracket's hooped. Mm-hmm. So there are people that have gotten the first round right. All of them, which is impressive. But there's always upsets. Like, that's today, my what I bet on was just all the favorites for this morning till I can get there and like do some.
And are you confident with that ticket, or
No.
you're like, there's no way because there's gonna be like
Because there's always an upset. It feels like last year was, I think, the 4 number 1 seeds made it to the Final Four, which is pretty wild. So there were less upsets last year, and maybe I think the way that college sports is going, and they're able to get like the big name players are all going to the big name schools who have a chance to take a run at a national championship, because it's great for their exposure going into draft years and things like that. Whereas it used to be like you'd have a guy that's playing on a college you've never heard of,
right,
that was incredible and could upset one of the big dog teams. Whereas those guys are now getting picked up by the big dog schools. But so there's less upsets now.
I just watched a very emotional video of college athletes surprising their favorite teacher with their jersey. Have you seen those yet?
No.
So these athletes are showing up to the school, walking into the classroom, surprising the teacher that influenced them the most or supported them the most in their athletic journey. And that doesn't necessarily need to be
the gym teacher.
exactly.
Right.
And the emotions and the crying and the hug. It's so sweet.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
It's nice. I went to parent-teacher interviews last night, and Charlie is in her last year of school because it's a K-9 school.
Yeah.
So she's in grade 9.
High school next year, no pressure.
This was the last parent-teacher interview, and a lot of these teachers I've seen for 3-4 years, whether it's in the hallways or actually teaching her classes or like being her coach for one of her improv teams or whatever.
Are they starting to look weathered and exhausted as the classrooms are still massive?
But there was a weird
Just kidding.
vibe of like sadness that like that's the end of the road for them. They've done everything they can.
And then they just got to send them off.
To prepare her and her classmates for the big school. High school is such a massive change.
Oh my God. I loved it and I hated it at the same time. That's
Right.
another thing is it's really hard socially. It can be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, these are tricky years. Like,
But those teachers, they poured their souls into helping as much as they can. The good teachers.
I was going to say, there's always that one teacher you think back and you're like, wow, I learned nothing in that class.
Yeah, wow, that person really was an asshole.
Wow.
And now I'm not just a kid who is checking himself to see if he's. How do I want to word this? I'm an adult and I still feel the way I did when I was a kid. I wasn't just a dumb kid. That
Right,
guy
like,
did suck.
You think back and you're like, most of the time you're like, wow, I was such a bad student, that poor teacher.
Yeah.
And then there's some that you're like, no,
Yeah, they were
justifiable. That person was terrible.
I must have caught her on a menopause year, you know?
No, we don't
Well,
talk like
that's-
that.
Why not? Why not? I had one teacher who locked me in between the science room and the chemistry room.
What? What was this room?
It's where
It was
they
a closet?
They kept all the science project
You were
equipment.
locked in there?
Yeah, like he put me in there in between the two rooms.
Why? What were you doing?
Well, I was probably talking too much. But then I'm surrounded by interesting looking stuff.
Did you break
Like
everything?
big glass things that you can make potions in and weigh scales. And yeah, I set up, like, remember the board game Mousetrap?
Yeah.
I pretty much set up a huge mousetrap in that science room that I was locked in. But that teacher, he hated me. Looking back, don't care.
Who cares?
Kind of a jerk.
Look how far you've come.
Yeah, they all said, you know you can't get paid to just talk all day.
Reese is busy making a bracket. Okay. How are we feeling going into the game tonight? Who's going to the game tonight? It is Pride Night at Rogers Place.
Yeah.
Should be it's a very important game tonight.
For a few reasons. Great to support the LGBTQ plus community, but also a very important night to show Florida who's boss this year between the two teams.
We're being asked in the chat who's in net tonight. Dare I ask? They end it with.
It'll be Ingram again. It's his net right now. I would imagine Jari will get 4 more starts maybe for the remaining 13 games. So like every third game we'll see him. We won't see him Saturday. We got Tampa Bay in town. We'll probably see him the next game. That's my guess. But I literally know nothing.
Yeah, true.
So
Norm said, I'm still trying to sell my front row tickets for tonight as I should be home with the wife and my dog.
fair. If anybody wants front row tickets for a great price.
Devin just wrote in the chat, hell yeah, go gays.
Hell yeah, go
We love
Gays.
Pride Night.
I do like that they've managed to continue the tradition with Pride Nights because it looked a little sketchy there for a few years.
Yeah,
Like they
no.
were trying to get rid of certain things that like people had worked so long to get into place so that the community could be seen.
Yeah, we
and
want everyone to
comfortable
feel
there.
comfortable and safe.
Hockey is for everyone.
I heard Connor Story's making an appearance. Kidding, we wish.
But yeah, it seemed like there was a lot of backlash there. There still is. Stupid comment sections on the internet get
Of course.
rolling
Yeah.
about it. But
Just ignore them.
yeah, why not have everyone feeling seen, safe, comfortable, and all aboard for this team?
Remember earlier when I said, notice anything wrong with our set or different about our set, and it ended up being my laptop? Something else is wrong. Take a look. You have to be the one to get it because no one else will. What is something that I make you do every day when we come into the studio?
Kiss you?
No. Oh, now I can see.
This is it.
You know you're getting old when you
I was
stretch and your body immediately makes a sound.
I was really worried about popping a rib there. And as I was doing it, I was like, yesterday I tried this and just gave up, but I'm going for it today.
Oh man, in exactly a week we're going to be in Vegas.
Yes.
I can't believe it. I also can't believe they're going to make us work. We're going to have to do shows from Vegas.
That's exciting.
I'm going to be cross-eyed.
Yeah, we're going to be poolside, cross-eyed, and a real vibe. So we're going to be moving our show to after ONE.
So 1:30,
Yeah, 1:30 or 2
2 to 3.
Mountain.
2 to 3 Mountain. Can you guys be here for that?
Yeah.
This is going to...
I know it's changing
gonna
people's
ruin the tour.
routines, but it doesn't make sense for us to go there and be up early when we would have to change locations before ONE went on. There was a bunch of things that just made it make more sense for us to do an afternoon show instead. I'm kind of excited for it.
It'll be different. Maybe we'll have more energy.
We should.
We'll have a show Monday here.
Yes.
And then Tuesday, no show.
Okay.
And then Wednesday, Thursday, will be live from Vegas.
Yes.
Yep.
And then Friday, no show.
There's the schedule.
There's your schedule. Write it down. Add it to the calendar.
I'm going to write it in the chat right now. Monday, normal.
Here's the thing is during these Vegas vacations, we learned this from Tyler that there's a rule. You have to have a shot before 10 a.m.
Or you have to do, if you don't, you have to have 10 before 1 p.m.
So we need to set a reminder to do our shot so we're not having...
Imagine.
I literally would be napping during the show. I would be passed out. That can't happen. Anyway, I'm very excited, especially for hanging out with people that have decided to join us on this trip. We're going to hit up the slot machines. We're going to go down the water slide. We're going to take a party bus to the game.
Yeah. The only reason we have no shows as well on Tuesday and on Fridays, they're travel days.
That's right.
We will be flying with the equipment.
We have to stop in Calgary on the way. We'll post a video going boo with thumbs down at the airport.
Man, there's a bit of contention right now between the two cities.
There always has
I know
been.
there always is, but usually it's about like the hockey teams or that we hate one of their players. It seems like it's just anything now.
Well, maybe they're jealous that we don't have to be like aware of our water usage right now. They had like another water main break and half the city can't use their water or shower.
Struggling with that.
Yeah, that sucks.
Which at least most of the people in Calgary now have a reason why they stink. But yeah, it's gotten a little contentious. Mad that we're getting the semifinals and finals for the World Cup of Hockey. Just get over it.
Yeah, just come on over.
Go play in a park. You cranks.
I can't. I've recently tried to play in a park with my nieces and nephews. It's truly hell. Like, have you ever tried to do monkey bars at your age now?
Yeah, it's tougher on the shoulders than you'd think.
You just dislocate your shoulder immediately. You're like, oh yeah, I weigh more than 60 pounds. I forgot.
Because hanging's not that bad.
It's when you're swinging with
But when
one.
you're moving and hanging, like it just feels like you're on the brink of trouble.
Don't bother.
Reese, you'd probably still be fine with monkey bars. You're at a nice monkey bar age.
Yeah, I'm actually going into my prime for monkey bars.
Yeah, I'd say like 22, 23 might be.
You actually look like you're built for parkour.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Did you ever try it?
Like not really. I think it was just like a little bit. Some of that stuff is just a little too intense.
What
Yeah.
were you like as a kid? Were you timid and quiet, or were you a nightmare? Like, did you destroy your parents' basement? Did you?
When Power Rangers would come on, I get pretty fired up and start
Okay.
like kicking over the DVD player and stuff like that. But I would say that like in general, I was like pretty. I wasn't like timid, but I wasn't like all hell's breaking loose.
Okay.
Yeah, you weren't like Bart Simpson.
I hope not.
Bart Simpson was pretty level-headed, wasn't he?
Are you kidding me?
Well, he had it. Everybody made him seem like he was the worst kid on the planet.
Yeah, he really wasn't that bad. All he'd say was like, "Eat my shorts." Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah,
His dad would literally choke him out.
right.
Also that.
Yeah, there was some problematic stuff on that show.
Yeah, now that I think back, no wonder my parents hated. My dad would come home from work always around 4 p.m. every weekday, and that's when Maury would start. So we'd have to like quickly shut it off.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got in so much trouble when our parents found out about what Maury was all about.
Yeah.
You are not the father. Like, our parents are like, what are you watching? You're 7.
Put on The Simpsons, for God's sake. There were families that took the Simpson thing real serious.
Oh, they banned Simpsons attire from your school.
Yeah, that...
You weren't allowed because Bart normalized calling your parents by their first name. And back then it was still so disrespectful because parents in the 90s, you know, they were raised by parents in the 70s. You can't be calling them by their first name.
Right.
That's so rude.
And meanwhile, yesterday at parent-teacher interview, I heard my kid call their teacher by a nickname. I'm like, that's new.
And it's fine.
Yeah, it was just like their last name shortened. Hacky or something. I was like, that's what they let you? Kids are wearing hats in schools.
Oh, yeah, like shamelessly. We had to wait for Hat Day.
Yeah, hat
At
day
our
was a
school.
big day. That's when I got to show the ladies what's up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What hat were you going with? Was it one of those chicken hats? Were you one of those zany kids that were just trying to get everyone to laugh? Or was it like was it like you thought you looked so hot in a top hat?
I don't really remember the exact hat. I would have had...
Fred Durst vibes or more like Frank Sinatra vibes?
I think there was a stretch baseball hat era, but then by grade like 12, I would have been starting to dabble into the funky hat era. But I don't know if I ever went silly hat, like your sweet one from St. Patrick's Day show. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch that episode.
All right, should we get into 3 stars of anything?
Well, we got bagged milk coming in here right away. Why don't we save that?
Is he here?
He's we got him ready to go in 8 minutes time. He'll roll in right on time.
If he doesn't, we're adding him
he
to the
will.
guests who ghosted list.
I've already seen him. He's kicking around.
Oh.
We're good. But we can get into some just interesting things that are happening around Edmonton or what?
Go for it. You guys, I don't have my laptop.
Yeah, I know you don't. It's obvious.
All right, what's happening in Edmonton? Brought to you by River Cree Resort and Casino. You can get tickets to any of the fun stuff that's happening at the venue, rivercreeresort.com. Horlock Park is reopening to the public today. Look at that. Goofy guy. What is this?
Goofy
Is
guy
this
tour.
a play off of the Goofy movie?
I don't believe so. My guess is it's a stand-up comic.
He better at least
Named
be
Morgan
walking
J.
out to eye to eye. Because you can't use that font unless you're using Goofy movie music.
The late show for this is already sold out.
Whoa.
So get your tickets for the early show before Morgan J and the Goofy Guy tour sells out at the venue, River Cree.
Okay, so Horlock Park is reopened to the public as of today, kind of. The park is still not fully open. Visitors can access most of it and enjoy some various amenities and activities such as going for a walk, again, biking, snowshoeing,
Okay, hold on.
hosting winter picnics.
Why did they start with all the new things that you can do at Horlock Park with go for a walk?
Because that's what people do there.
Yeah, I know, but it's not that exciting. You can do that at every park that's ever existed. They need a wake-up call for marketing.
But no, we're not going to put snowshoeing first. People try snowshoeing and then they hate it halfway through and they never do it again. But that's on the list.
Yeah, I know that's on the list. I'm just saying, like, the all-new playground is even better than... You can go walk. Congrats.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Playground's way down on the list.
Right?
Yeah, who stopped listening? This is a fail.
Hosting picnics, no problem. You can do that there.
New lakefront. We got a modernized pavilion.
Updated washroom facilities.
Oh, hell yeah, I'll be using that. Another thing visitors can enjoy is the Tiramisu Bistro. They
Now
just
we're talking.
announced this week that they are opening a location that has been selected as the food and beverage operator for the park. If you've never been to Tiramisu Bistro,
Yeah.
dang.
And you can go for a walk there. See what I'm saying? Shout out to Northside Norm. Should bagged milk be a remote guest due to Ryder's intolerance? And a $5
that's funny.
donation to the Ben Stelter Foundation through the Super Chat. Thank you, Norm. Appreciate that.
When you're around bagged milk, do you feel a little rumble in your tummy because you can't handle milk?
Yeah, I can't let him get too close to me.
Yeah.
I definitely can't kiss him.
No. It's half because he's so handsome and half because
Yeah,
he's a bag of milk.
you got it. Anyway, welcome back, Horlock Park.
Yeah.
That was quite the renovation. You ever drive by when they were starting to renovate there?
No.
I don't think I've ever seen so many trucks in one spot, which is strange to see in a park. You know?
Mm-hmm. How do we get a bench named after us? How much do you think that costs?
I don't know. We got to do something pretty cool.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. If I kick the bucket soon, maybe. Hey?
Yeah. Please don't.
No, I don't want to, but it's just... If you do early, you got a better chance.
Okay, what else is happening in and around Edmonton? I know we love seeing the rain. We love feeling like it's spring. Tomorrow is the first day of spring, but apparently we're getting more snow.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's like one of those snowfalls, though, that's just like one and done, melts as soon as it hits the ground, and then we're gravy.
So warm and wet today is what they're saying. A high of 11 with more chance of showers. Tomorrow, dropping down to a high of 0, 60% chance of flurries. I would say if it starts dipping to like -2, -3, the roads are going to probably get pretty sketchy. So plan accordingly.
And our third and final story, Daryl Cates is in the news. He's now worth $7.2 billion after this massive year. That passes 63 people on the world's richest list. 7.2 billion. I think last year he was like 5.
Point something. Yeah, 5.7.
So he gained over $2 billion in a year.
That was really bad math.
Was it?
Yeah. I think he gained 1.4 or 1.5.
Oh, I like to round up.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why you don't have billions in the bank. Over $7 billion
That's
is insane. It's too much money. We were talking about this yesterday.
Give us cheaper beers. Give us cheaper beers. You can afford it.
Also, can you imagine the upgrade to day-to-day life for the average Edmontonian if he surprised the hell out of us and just said, I got $1 billion for social services? You know, like he could make an epic difference. And I get that he did make an epic difference by really pushing for that downtown arena, but it's proving that it's very beneficial for him.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's great for the city, but not just the city. He's getting the kickback that he had hoped from the success of the Oilers, from the success of Rogers Place. I don't know.
Give us $5 beers. That's like
Sure.
literally all we want.
Sure, $5 beers, or
It's a start.
help with numerous social services.
No, I know. Outside of that. Sorry, I more so meant with Rogers Place specifically.
Like he could have ribeyes at the food bank for everyone. Forever with that kind of money. I don't know. That's not... I'm exaggerating, but I'm just saying he could really improve a lot of things. And I get that most of his money would be tied up in assets. So it's not like he's just got $1 billion cash that he can throw. But when you are increasing your wealth by that much, and there are so many people in the city struggling, I don't know. I know what I'd do, and it's not sit on it like Scrooge.
Yeah, I love those videos online where random strangers are approached in the store and the guy just hands them $200 cash. And you see them start to cry because they're struggling.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard to pay for groceries for a lot of people, and this guy's making a difference, and he starts these GoFundMes and he raises money from all of the people watching.
Yeah.
It's a cool concept. If I was a millionaire, I'd be doing that every day. Or they walk up and they tap their credit card after someone's at the till at the grocery store, and
But
then
then
they just walk away.
Old people think they're stealing from them.
Yeah, they're like, did they just hack my account? And you're like, oh my gosh, Susie, no.
Do you remember I was telling you where I got that nice jacket from that I wore to Jasper? How generous the guy was there that I was hanging out with? He's the one that gave me the jacket. He tipped a server at a restaurant like $100 on a $200 bill. Nothing like exorbitant. Is that a word? Nothing extraordinary. We'll go with that.
I'm going to Google that.
Exorbitant? Exorbitant. I think it is a word. It's a really good one, too. Anyway, she teared up a little bit.
Exorbitant describes prices, demands, or fees that are unreasonably high, excessive, and far beyond what is fair or moderate. So kind of.
Well, I said nothing exorbitant,
Oh,
so I think I nailed it.
all right. Continue.
Anyway, she like teared up a bit because she was struggling financially, apparently, and that tip just meant a lot to her. And he gave her another $500 before he left.
And that's just nothing to him. It's just
Well,
another whatever about it.
It might be something to him, but it was just to see somebody who was that eager to just help and share.
Salt of the earth.
How awesome would it be if the billionaires of the world were a bit more like that? You don't end up being a billionaire, though, if you're generous. You got to be selfish as all hell.
Then why am I not rich? Bag milk, get in here.
We are ready for our first guest of the day. And the first guest is brought to you by Southview Acura, family owned and operated on Edmonton's south side. A beautiful showroom, great people, and amazing premium hot chocolate for free out of their coffee machine.
It's probably broken. Like at this point, you probably sent so many people in there to get a free cup of hot chocolate and they don't even talk to a salesperson and then they leave.
That hot chocolate is like nothing I've ever had before. It is the only thing I can say is comparable with the bank.
That's true.
When you get a fine cup of hot chocolate from the bank.
What about when like you get a hot chocolate at your grandma's house?
Nope.
Always made with whole milk.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, speaking of milk, we've got bagged milk here in the studio. Man, if I were the producer, I absolutely would have dropped the ball and spun the camera around and shown his face.
We can't do that.
We can't do that around here. It's a secret.
No, Reese knows.
The
Reese
only
knows.
way that you can see what bagged milk looks like, as far as I know,
Yeah,
is joining on the Nation vacations,
that's right.
which there are still a few experience-only packages left for Las Vegas, but you better get on it.
You
Yeah,
know,
if you're down there, join us.
if you're gonna come to our draft, odds are
The draft, you might see him, but
you might, but he might fly under the radar there. Also, you could sign up nationgear.ca.
Or literally any event we do. I'm at all of them.
True.
I was trying to make it seem super cool.
I mean, it's like one of the worst kept secrets, isn't it? Like, it's not like I hide when I'm at events. I'm just wandering around.
Do you think at the start when you made this decision too, as like a blogger and then podcast host that was audio only, it was cool and no worries. And now that there's cameras everywhere, it's like kind
You're
of
always
changed the
dodging.
game
He's
a
always
bit.
like dodging.
I ruin
videos.
so many videos.
'Cause
The
you
boys
can't-
will be doing
don't
their
post
thing.
it.
The boys will be doing their thing, and I'll walk in the room. And they go, "Oh!" It's so like, but like when I started, it was just blogging. Podcasting wasn't a thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it just like it never was expected that we would have a million cameras around the office when we started doing this.
Sure. And
And I'm fine with it.
Yeah. You haven't aged a
that's
day.
good. That's good.
By the way, like even him saying like back in my day it was just a blog, but you still look the same age.
Hail Satan.
How do you do that? What's your secret? What's your skin care routine?
You'll love this, Lisa. It's very intense. I wash my skin never.
Okay.
I've heard that that's smart. You're not supposed to like use anything.
I don't
that'll
wash
dry
my
your
face
skin.
ever. I used to have really bad acne when I was a teenager.
Really?
And then I went to like a dermatologist, and they were like, "What are you using?" And I'm like, "Everything." And I remember her telling me, she goes, "You might do good for yourself if you just stopped washing your face a little bit." And then I stopped entirely, and everything cleared up.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
My favorite quote from a movie, or one of my favorite quotes, especially like in this this conversation, this topic, is from Crazy Rich Asians when she asked her dad what he does for like his beauty routine, and he's like, "Oh, I wash my hair and then I wash the rest of my body with my shampoo."
He uses a 2-in-1. It's like shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it was.
At the end
I didn't do that justice at all.
No,
At the end of the day, they are all soap, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
and you wonder how much of it is just a facade.
Yeah, it's just drying you out.
Like at my house, there's my side of the shower, which is one bottle of shampoo. And then there's my missus side of the shower, where there's an array of things that I don't even know what they are. I like to use them. They smell nice.
Yeah.
But they're all soap,
Right.
really, at the end of the day. Like Lisa, in your shower, I imagine you have a million things.
Yeah, no, when I shower, I'm not having a good time. It's like it's a job. It's a shift.
Whereas
There's
like
a lot
I
of
bet
work.
Camera in the shower for me, I'm having a good time in there. I'm
Yeah.
singing,
Yeah,
thinking,
sit cross-legged on the ground.
rip a good fart, let
Yeah.
the rumble go.
Yeah, just have a little laugh.
That's
at
a
that.
boy shower.
They say to not fart in the shower because that's when it's at its stinkiest.
Oh, but if you like your own brand, that's fine.
Ew.
Here we are. Yeah, I've always felt that there are certain products that they get your body used to using, and then you need them. It's
Yeah.
kind of like caffeine.
Totally.
But, like, I've never really needed Lipsol.
No, me neither.
And when I do eventually use it, I feel like my lips then need it.
Yeah.
Until I, like, wean off of it.
It's like that thing where, have you ever used the nasal spray when you got a plugged nose or whatever?
I did recently when I was sick last time, and I will say it like unclogged my nostrils, but then I immediately blew my nose and like everything came out. So I loved that, but I'm not a frequent nasal spray girl.
Because like on the thing, it says no more than 3 days. Or
Right.
you will get addicted to it, or your nose doesn't open up like it's supposed to.
It almost depends on the spray.
Like our boy Christopher K. Chalmers from the Real Life podcast, he had this issue not long ago. He was overspraying.
And now he like needs it.
He needed it, and had to like go through like a nose withdrawal.
Ugh.
Yeah, not good.
I had the biggest health scare of my life, which ended up being nothing, thankfully, but was when I used one of those netty pots.
Oh my God, I forgot about this. That was so messed up.
And I don't know if I stirred it well enough.
No, I think you put too much salt in it.
Or I put too much salt in, but I got that first hit, and whatever it did, I started getting a nosebleed that night, and I had like a tremendous nosebleed for
4 hours.
13 hours.
Oh, what?
It was all night, and then I finally got rid of it, and then we got to our show, and I started talking, and immediately my nose just started bleeding again.
And they say if your nose is bleeding for longer than X amount of time, you got to go to the ER. Like, I was like, you're going to die from a neti pot?
She's actually so good at keeping things calm. I was like, I don't know if this is normal. I should maybe go and see my doctor when it opens up. And she yells, "You're going to die."
I said, Google says death.
Well, as you were talking, I was thinking like you're going on the radio and you're doing your shift in the morning. And you're just like getting a little sleepy.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of blood. It was scarier.
It was
now.
scary.
Turns out it was just I went a little too hard on the neti pot.
Because when
Have
we
you
say,
done it successfully afterward?
That was the only time I'd ever done it.
I've never done it. I want to because I like the videos.
My dad loves his neti pot, but like if you go too hard, it's not good. Like when we say nosebleed, I don't mean like a little bit. Like it was pouring out of him. It was really messed up.
I think I cried for a little
You
bit.
did.
I would.
This
Yeah,
is
it was
man.
scary.
If your nose bleeding that long, well, you know what though? Through it, quick oil change on the system. Away you go.
Never felt better than the day after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some fresh blood in there.
Backyard Burger says, I have long locks and people always ask how I do it. They, however, don't like the response because I don't do a thing. I wash it once in a while and I brush it. We've said this before.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a homeless man with bad hair?
No, gorgeous locks.
Stunning.
Like, I don't know what shampoo Mom had at our house growing up. But Jesus. Me and my brothers are all just bald as asses.
I think that's genetics.
Yeah.
I tried to do the no wash hair thing just to see how it would turn out. Like, I think I've just overtrained my head. 2 days, it is so greasy that I just like, it's gross.
Apparently, you have to get over that stage.
You got to get through the greasiness.
And then it's,
And then
but
you
still
thrive.
use like
I'm not brave enough.
scrub hard with water. And that's it.
I'm not brave enough. I can't go out like that.
Yeah,
I
my
also
hair
think-
is so sick when it's greasy, though.
You wear hats lots, and I think that wrecks the process. too.
Really?
Well, I think
You would imagine so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden you're adding sweat and different...
And you're just packing it down.
Old sweat, packing it down.
Of course.
Imagine how stinky your pillowcase would be.
Yeah, that like tinge of yellowish.
You'd have to switch that out often.
I think because it's about 2 weeks before it starts to look really good.
I can't do it. I'm not brave enough. I'm a
Reese,
coward.
You're up. Reese has to do the
Reese got
challenge.
great hair though.
And we could start calling him Grease.
Oh.
Greasy Reese.
Yep.
Are you going to do it?
Just not shower.
Yeah, we want to try the challenge on you. Go 2 weeks without washing your hair. Let's see how nice it looks.
You're allowed
Move
to shower. but-
Calgary and not shower.
You're allowed to shower, but only eyebrows down.
We've got a big one tonight. It feels bigger than it probably does for the Panthers, but the fact that we saw them in the Stanley Cup Finals 2 years in a row and couldn't get it done. I don't care if they're not a playoff team. I want to beat the shit out of this team
100%.
tonight.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like there's teams that I'll hate forever.
Uh-huh.
Carolina,
Yeah.
Dallas, and Florida. Calgary, obviously. But like Florida is one of those teams because obviously things didn't go our way in the Stanley Cup Finals. Both teams not really having great years this year. No, the Oilers are technically ahead because the Pacific is terrible. But like I think it's one of those games where, yeah, you want to put your best foot forward no matter what because that's the team that kind of crushed your dream 2 years in a row. And even though they're out of the playoffs right now, like let's cement them out of the playoffs. I think that should be the mission for the Oilers tonight is going up against the Panthers and like really kicking them towards the golf tees. Like, really doing their job tonight. So I'd love nothing more than to see that happen.
Because the Flames, the Leafs, the Canucks, all teams that we've had rivalries with or have rivalries with their fans. But this one just feels more personal to me. Like the other ones are kind of fun to have those rivalries.
Sure.
You know, you got buddies still that are Flames fans and you shoot each other text chirping.
and that's fun, but this is serious.
I don't think I could have a Panthers fan friend.
Well, and there's also the other angle. It's not just that they beat the Oilers twice in the Stanley Cup final, but like the celebrations that went on for
Yes.
weeks where the Oilers kept getting dragged into it or Edmonton kept getting dragged into it. So it got way more personal than just sports.
And even still at the Winter Games when Kachuk chirped Leon.
Yeah.
It just extends the hatred so much. I'm so happy they're terrible this year.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad they're having a bad time. Though, when you win 2 in a row.
They're
you
probably
gonna do?
pumped that they're having an off
Yeah,
year so
like,
they
you
can
know what?
sleep through playoffs this year.
Have a nice little sleep in April. That'd be nice
Yeah,
sometimes.
get more episodes of their podcast up.
All right, a couple things we wanted to talk about. Let's touch on this puck situation with Jack Hughes. He
doesn't get to keep the puck?
He really wants to keep the puck. He doesn't get to keep the puck. Hockey Hall of Fame has said, no,
We are putting it in the Hall of Fame.
we're keeping the puck. What are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, I actually get it from his perspective, right? Like, that's a huge moment in their lives that for some of them, or maybe a lot of them, that's the only time it's ever going to happen. So, that is a symbol of the win they got. From the Hockey Hall of Fame perspective, they go, well, this is history, so it belongs here. It's literally the name of the fucking building.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
can make money. People want to come in and...
But I get it
Look
from
at
both
this.
sides, though. I think,
Yeah.
the only scenario is that Team USA has to come up with some kind of Ocean's 11 situation. With a viable plot that we can turn into a movie at some point that they go and rob the Hockey Hall of Fame. It's the
Yeah.
only thing
Speaking of Ocean's 11, our 3 stars of anything today. Best movie franchises. So that's
Yes.
still to come on the show. Anyway, continue.
I just think I get it from both sides. From the player side, I would be incredibly personal that this corporation almost in the Hockey Hall of Fame is no, this is ours, not yours.
Right. To me, it's a lot of the puck keeping when it comes to players is to celebrate their personal victories. So if a player hits 50 goals in the year for the first time, they're keeping that puck. Their first NHL goal.
Yep.
Those, to me, that wouldn't make sense for the Hockey Hall of Fame to be that's ours. This one feels a little different.
Oh,
It is a
interesting.
piece of team history.
Yeah.
And the fact that he so desperately wants it for himself tells me why Canada should have won this damn tournament.
'Cause none of them would
Because
do
they were
that.
all playing for each other
Yeah.
and for Canada. And Hughes thinks that this was his moment. It's a hockey moment, not a his moment.
Yeah. Yeah. I get his. Actually, you make a good point. It's a valid point.
Yeah.
From his side, though, if you're selfish, I get it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? As-
Would be so cool. He lost a bunch of teeth that game, and
He was
what he got in
bleeding.
return was potentially this puck.
As someone who's very selfish myself, I'd be yeah, I want that, I think.
Yeah.
You can keep the teeth, I'll take the puck.
And also, that's probably going to sell for millions someday.
Yeah, you
Or,
just
if it doesn't stay in the Hockey
Sure.
Hall of Fame, it could sell for millions someday.
Sure. Is there another Hughes brother? I know there's 3 in the NHL. Is there a 4th one that didn't make it? Maybe you send it off to him. He can
I feel
get
like
a few shekels.
Did we not talk about the 4th Hughes brother?
Hughes brother? No, that was, I think, the Stalls
Yeah,
have
the
a
Stalls
fourth
was
brother.
for sure. Yep.
And then we were talking about Dickinson's brother that is
Yeah.
no longer playing. And
But he was in the AHL.
yeah. Because we
It's-
were bring on all the brothers.
That'd be hard if you're the one of 4 that doesn't get to do
I
the
know.
thing.
I always think about McDavid's brother.
Well-
I just want him to have a successful music career.
And I'm even thinking on the Stahl side, because you brought them up.
Yeah.
2 of those guys have Stanley Cup rings. So if I'm one of them and it's Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever, I'm wearing it.
For sure you're wearing it.
Just tapping it on the table over and over again.
My brother, who golfs 1/10, 1/20th the amount I do,
Mm-hmm.
has a hole in one and I don't. And I can't believe how much it comes up.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
I would bring it up all the time. too.
He'll put something in the sink and be like, you know
Remember?
what that reminds me of?
Remember that time?
So I think it would be pretty similar. The Hughes, it is just the 3 of them. The other one that has the brother that didn't really do anything when 2 of them had incredible careers is in football, the Mannings.
Oh.
But then the one that didn't make it, son, is now...
Yeah, Archie.
Archie is a big deal. So that's kind of cool.
I mean, yeah, you
Yeah.
can live vicariously through your kid, I guess, but I also feel like that's kind of a toxic relationship. I hope that kid's okay.
It's one of those things where he's I want to be a painter. And they're
Yeah.
no, you're going to be a fucking quarterback.
You are you're gonna
But,
become the legacy I never was.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people that would pick for their legacy to have that over them, though, if they had the option. You get really famous and have an incredible life. I know not all, fame doesn't mean incredible life, but let's just pretend it does for this.
The optionality of it.
Yeah.
Or your kid does. I think
And parents love to brag about their kids.
100%.
Totally. I think like I think if it's your kid that does it, you also get the best of both worlds because then you get to like cruise around and get some of the high life, but you don't have the pressure.
That's true.
think-
Or the annoying fan base, maybe.
Totally.
Unless he
Don't you
looks
think-
exactly like Eli.
But don't you think the parents are more stressed when their kids are famous? They worry about them more. Whereas, like, if your kid's just working a 9 to 5, you're like, Greg will be fine,
Yeah.
right?
Especially if they're goalies. You got to be a special kind of parent to sign up to be a
Shout out to any
goalie
of
mom
you
and
if your
dad.
kids are in sports and they're trying their best to be a goalie. We need you.
Well,
we
in
need
this
them.
sport specifically, it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Like, there's not just the pressure of playing and like I want to make the NHL, but like for the pressure, the parents, it's like the pressure of like, oh my god,
Bills.
you're a goalie and those pads are what, $2,000,
Mm-hmm.
$1,500 for like child's pads.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I saw somebody and the way that it was worded, it was probably a trend online, but it was pretty awesome. It was like, yes, I'm going to demand my kid practices hard because he's got a car payment for a stick and his league fees were a mortgage payment. So yeah, I'm going to expect that he tries in practice.
Yeah.
Pretty valid point when you put it that way. Like, if you're going to a family's going to have to make significant life sacrifices so you can be in the sport, you better not be just dilly-dallying.
I remember getting a good talking to from Papa Milk.
Okay.
But this wasn't hockey. It was when I was going to Nate. He found out that I wasn't going. I was going to the Nest. I was having breakfast and drinking beers all day. And it was kind of a similar thing where he goes, listen, I'm paying for this. I expect you to go sit in the room at least, not just go get drunk with your friends.
Oh my
all
God,
day.
yeah. I never even thought about that. Like how pissed your parents would be if
It's a
they found
very reasonable ask.
It's
out.
a reasonable
But
ask.
also shout out to the Nest.
Shout out to the Nest. It was the place where they're like, you can't have a beer at 10 a.m., but you got to buy food. And you're like, all right, I guess we'll share and order a toast.
We had one of those in Red Deer College. I think it was called the Far Side, and it was in amongst all of the dorms and stuff. And my buddy and I got really good at pool. I had dated a girl who was like a borderline professional pool player, and she beat my ass so many times that I eventually had to try to like hold my own.
Sure.
And he was a really good pool player. I like his backstory too. He was a carny in the summer, and he'd run the pool table thing. And when there was nobody around, he'd just shoot pool, and those holes are way smaller.
Way smaller.
You got to be really good.
Yep.
So we both had these like kind of cool backstories why we could shoot stick decently, and we would pay our beers off every day at that Far Side.
That's good living.
We would just beat the wheels off of people. We'd even like pretend we were bad for the first games.
A little hustling.
A little hustling.
Ooh,
Out comes
strategy.
the custom cue.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Your name's
It
engraved.
was a great stretch though. College, like campus pubs. Might be the best time.
There's something great about it. Like I remember going, he was in New Kids on the Block. Jordan Knight was performing at the Nest one time, and we all went to see him just because, like, why wouldn't you go
Why
see
wouldn't
Jordan
you?
Knight? And it's just nobody cared about the music. Everybody was there to get hammered and share toast. But it's just one of those things where it only happens in a college bar where you have a time that good for something you don't care about at all.
Yeah, for sure.
The best.
Let's get back to hockey for a
Yeah,
second.
let's do it.
There's a lot of talk about Bouchard being in the Norris conversation right now, which I feel like started in Edmonton, may have started here in this building.
I think that, well, yes. And I think it's Rick over in the room next to us that actually started it. But I think a lot of the Evan Bouchard hate comes from people who don't watch Oilers games.
Mm-hmm.
They'll see the highlight of him making like a really egregious error in the defensive zone, but they miss the other 95% of his game. And I think that is really suppressing how good his season is.
Yeah.
Yes, mistakes. He's always going to make them. It's live by the sword, die by the sword with him. He's one of those guys where it's like, whew, that was a bad one, but you live with it because you know what he can do at the other end.
Right.
And I think a lot of people that don't watch Oilers games regularly don't see how good he is.
They just like read a comment online and then that's their personality and their perspective.
Totally. They'll read the comment section on like Oilers Nation's Instagram. God bless all of you Nation citizens. I love all of you, but some of you are unhinged. Like, we'll post highlights of Bouchard on there, and the comments, even if he's doing something amazing, are just like, this guy's overpaid, get him out of here.
Yeah,
And
they
he's
don't
like,
even
really?
watch the video. They just see it's about Bouch, and then they just...
And like, you look at our save percentage this year, and the fact that he's a plus 31
Yeah,
is insane.
totally.
And like Ekholm's plus 37, if I'm not mistaken. I was looking at that yesterday.
You got those guys at that end, and then you've got another handful of players on the other end that are fighting for the green jacket on the same team, you know?
Right.
So it's very, very strange. That pairing, though, has been excellent, and Bouchard's been driving it.
Yep,
He deserves his flowers.
So it started in Edmonton. You're hearing about it more elsewhere now. There like seems to be some rumblings that he's in the conversation. Do you think it's even a possibility?
I don't think he'll get it because his two-way game isn't as polished as people want. Like, I think, like, when you think about the voters of who's actually voting on these awards, again, it's like, how often have you watched Evan Bouchard?
Right.
Or is it just a guy that, oh yeah, he puts up a lot of points, but he can be a mess in his own zone? So I would just like to see him nominated. I think if he's nominated for the Norris, which he absolutely should be,
Yeah.
then I think that's a feather in his cap. Like, that is a big, big step forward for Evan Bouchard.
I would love to see the comments if he did win.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
But then, you know what it would be? It would be the people who love Evan Bouchard, or the ones who are rational enough to be like, you know what, I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Those people would chime in and be like, good for you, Bouch. But the ones that hate him, they just won't say anything.
I didn't know that those people existed.
Oh, yeah.
People that say, I'm wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah, that doesn't exist on
no.
the internet.
No.
Not very often.
Please forgive me.
Maybe he gets nominated this year. I think that you're right. He's probably between that like third place and fifth place in voting somewhere at this point. He should be one or two in my opinion, but I also do watch a ton of Oilers, so I see the kind of other side of it where when he's on the ice, I just feel way more comfortable.
Well, because like on the other angle, I watch every Oilers game. Zach Werenski is up there in the Norris conversation. I don't watch a lot of their games.
Yeah, I've seen 2 Columbus games this year, and it's
they were
when
against
they're
the
playing the Oilers.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's true too. So anyway, it would be sweet, and maybe if he ends up in that 3 spot, gets nominated, doesn't win it, it is motivation for him to just keep going. Like, his trajectory is, whether he's 7th, 8th, or 1st, at this point, even the Bouchard haters have to appreciate that every year this guy has turned himself into an unarguably elite defenseman now.
The thing that is always confusing to me is when he hits 20 goals this season, he will be the first Oilers defenseman since 2008, 2009 to do so. That was Sheldon
wow.
Surrey. Big Sexy, we used to call him back then.
Uh-huh.
You look at his points totals. He's running away with it from the defensive side. It's like, how can you look at those numbers and be like, this guy sucks?
I don't know, but some people do.
It's wild to me because, like, D-men don't put up points like this.
Right.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah. And a lot of people say he's a power play merchant, but that power play without him wouldn't be anywhere near as good as it is. So, like, yeah, he's a power play merchant. They all are, because they all work together, and he's a huge part of it.
Then that drives me nuts, too, because, like, if scoring goals on the power play was so easy, then your team would be merchants, too.
And also,
Exactly.
Evan Bouchard has 48 points at 5-on-5.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
Wow.
he has 30 points on the power play, but 48 points at 5-on-5 for a defenseman is pretty unreal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we'll see.
You haven't made it if you don't have haters.
That's true. The more popular you get, the more haters you get, for sure. Daryl Cates now worth $7.2 billion with a massive year, passing 63 people on the world's richest list. If you had $7.2 billion,
Yeah.
what's the first thing you would do with that kind of money, Bag Milk?
Ooh. It's almost hard to imagine that kind of money, you know what I mean? Because like you look in your bank account, I'm like, I've got $40 today.
Yeah.
That's cool. I could maybe get a nice sandwich. Like my first thing is probably like, man, I'm going to go get a really nice sandwich.
Guy loves his sandwiches.
That's good. Like a guilt-free sandwich.
A guilt-free sandwich. Maybe like I've been eyeing a toy or something. I'm just like, I'm going to go buy that. But like I'm
Does
also...
Daryl Cates do that, though? Do you
I don't
he's
think
like...
he does. Probably not. Although at the same point, like I've seen the pictures and videos of that house that he's got in LA. That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be
Yeah,
pretty
he doesn't
sick.
have to go get a sandwich. He'll have some sandwich delivered.
I don't think he's ever had to go get anything.
Yeah. It's crazy. That amount of money is insane.
It's impossible to think about.
Yeah.
So like, what would I do? I don't know. I don't care about cars, but would I have a nicer one than I do now? Probably. Would I have a nicer house than I have now? I don't need it, but probably.
I would be staring at my bank account all the time, just being like, whoa, look at all those
I would
zeros.
go to the ATM to pull a 20 out and just be like,
And I'd leave the receipt for the
Totally,
next
got it.
person to see.
I was backpacking in Laos when I was in my early 20s. And at that point, like the $1 Canadian was worth like 10,000 Laotian kip or whatever, like something like that. I remember pulling money out and I looked at my receipt and I was a multi-millionaire in Laos and I had like 10 grand or something.
Felt
and I was just
good.
like, oh my God, look at me. So I would do that.
Yep.
Yeah. Just like print out your bank receipt and leave it behind
That's what I just said.
for the night. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Screenshot it, maybe slide it under some doors every now and then.
The
No big
difference
deal.
between million and billion is always wild too, because like to comprehend $7.2 billion, if you change it to time, I've said this on the show before, but 1 million seconds is 11.5 days, 11 and a half days for 1 million seconds.
Okay.
1 billion seconds is nearly 32 years. A million is 11 and a half days. A billion is nearly 32 years.
Insane.
Like,
That's why, like,
have
when I
7
get
of those.
if I ever get asked questions like that, like that's why I can't comprehend it.
Yeah. Sandwich. That's all you could think of.
But like a good one,
Yeah.
yeah.
really nice bread.
Expensive cheese on it.
I was going to say some kind of soft, spreadable cheese I don't know how to pronounce.
Artisan cheese, like really nice meats.
We're going to play a game with you in a little bit, but I would also like you to be here for our segment Celebrity News. If you have any contributions to what we're going to talk about, feel free to jump in.
I want to sit in this chair and not do my real job. So
Hell
don't
yeah.
pick me up.
Love
Okay,
it. So our
great.
Celebrity News today brought to you by Greta Bar, a great place to go and watch some sports, eat some good food, play some arcade games. Greta Bar is where it's at.
March Madness right now, you could sit down like we used to in college. Get a piece of toast and a beer and spend all day there.
I love March Madness because, like, even here at the HQ, the boys are setting up the March Madness pool.
Oh, we heard about it.
Everybody's like throwing their name in the hat on this team or that team. Nobody knows what's going on.
No.
Last year, I picked my March Madness bracket based solely on which teams I thought had the coolest mascots.
And you win?
That's the way to do it.
I did pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you hear that none of us were invited to the Oilersnation bracket?
Really?
Yeah.
Reese didn't know about it. Ryder didn't know about it, and neither did I.
The sauce on the outs.
Quite upset.
We got a turf war in here.
We
So-
might have to start staying later in the afternoon.
Maybe that's we figured that's the problem is
That's
we're
when
not around.
Things get ramped up.
That's when
around
everyone is
here.
having fun.
That's why everybody here crawls out of their holes and shows up later in the
It's
afternoon.
true. All right, celebrity news. If you're a fan of Jay-Z, Jay-Z is going to be performing 2 milestone concerts at Yankee Stadium
This is
this
sick,
July. So this is celebrating his most acclaimed albums. So it's not even like, here's my new song. It's like, let's go back to the music that raised us.
So on July 10th, he's going to be performing the album Reasonable Doubt. That's the 30th anniversary of that, his debut album. And then the next night, he's going to be honoring the Blueprints 25th anniversary and doing that album.
I love
man.
this. I just love that artists are figuring it out. And maybe did Taylor Swift start this trend? Maybe, like with the Eras tour and all the different albums. Like Metallica, when they're at the Sphere in Vegas, they're not going to play the same song. Like they have 2 shows per weekend. The set list will be completely different both
Every
nights.
time.
So most people are going to Vegas and they're going to both concerts because it's completely different.
Metallica, when they were at Commonwealth last year, did the same thing.
Right.
They had 2 completely different shows, 2 completely different openers. So you go for like a weekend of Metallica instead.
Epic.
I like that because, like, if you go to the 2 Metallica shows, you're gonna get the ones you want. You know, like Enter
Right.
Sandman's coming out at both,
Yeah.
but to have the difference. Although I remember 2004ish when I went and saw My Chemical Romance back in the day, and they did the full album front to start. And I just went and saw them in Seattle last summer, and they did the same thing. I love that. So
I love it too.
This Jay-Z concert thing is so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jagged Little Pill was the first time I had heard of somebody doing that. And I think it's Alanis Morissette had so much recognition for that album specifically.
Well, and people listen to it beginning to end, no skips.
right.
Because it's I think it is acclaimed as a perfect album.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best of all time. That's the way to do it.
I like to Jagged Little Pill I'll put on in the summer. Like I'll have a sangria Sunday and I'll put that on. It's a great album.
It's so
You just
good.
sit outside, you're having a nice little sangria, listening to Jagged Little Pill. It's a
It's-
lovely
It's
afternoon.
Probably one of the greatest breakup albums of all time. And we got to remember she was so young.
She was like 22 years old, and You Ought to Know is a banger.
Well, yeah, the mood shift on that album. You can go from falling in love to breaking up in about 10 minutes.
Dave Coulier's
I was
been
gonna
taking
say-
shrapnel for 20 years.
I was going to say, and then you realize one day, this was written about Uncle Joey from Full House. What is
Cut it
happening?
out.
Cut it out.
We know a girl who dated him shortly after Alanis Morissette.
It wasn't before.
I think it was after.
Yeah, we worked with her at the radio station. Shout out to
So
Shannon.
She must have been like, tell me about this relationship.
Yeah, what's going on there?
So
What
that
happened
song
what
that's
happened-
kind of everywhere, yeah?
Yeah, what happened in the movie theater? The next Bachelorette, we know that you love messy dating shows, Bagged Milk.
I do.
Taylor Frankie Paul from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is the next Bachelorette. It
Or-
launches this weekend.
Is
Does she get to have several husbands? Like, I'd like to see a reverse one.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm actually going to choose all of you. That's hilarious.
She just has way too many roses every ceremony.
Yeah.
Like,
But,
give me whoever you want.
She's in the news for not good reason. She's rumored to be getting charged with assault from her baby daddy, Dakota. Even like all of her major sponsors have cut ties with her, including Cinnabon. Oh no, what are you going to do? It's set to premiere this Sunday, but they have apparently halted production and filming. So we're going to get like the beginning. We don't know what's going to happen.
So they could start this season and not finish it?
I don't know.
That's just,
CBS is
they'll,
just like,
they'll get it done. They'll figure out a way.
So I was reading about this online because I think right now the latest season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Reese knows because he's been watching with his girlfriend. She's a mess. She really is. But that was filmed back in October, and now there are rumors that her baby daddy Dakota is putting this out there in the news to ruin her season because he's just manipulative like that. And I was actually reading in the comments section that a lot of people in these abusive relationships, the ones abusing will call the authorities to manipulate and make it look like the person that is the victim is the bad person.
emotional warfare.
It's insane. I don't know if you're following along with Mormon Wives or if you watch
not,
The
but
Bachelorette.
I feel like I need to. Just the name of the show is good.
Uh-huh. I watched a couple episodes, and it is pretty juicy.
I started watching Age of Attraction last night.
Okay,
on
how
Netflix.
is that? Is it obvious how old these people are, or is the
Some of them it's like I only watched the first episode, so I'm watching some of it last night. I go, do you really not know how old that lady is? Or like at least a ballpark.
I saw
I have
one-
eyeballs.
I saw one clip, and it's the girl revealing that she's 54 to the guy, and you see him absolutely melt down. But also, like, how do you not realize that she's 54?
Yeah, like I could put at least a 10-year window on everybody I've ever met and be right.
He
I
seemed
feel.
shocked.
Yeah.
Because like I know who you're talking about because this is how the episode ended. And first of all, I don't get it how he didn't know. Like he's like, oh, I thought she was like going to be in her early 40s or something. I'm like, really? I'm in my early 40s. What are you talking about? And then the reverse, she's like, I really hope he's in his late 30s. And then he's 27 years old. I'm like, how did you whiff that bad? So the show is interesting. One episode has not hooked me because I find it a little dumb.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like we all have eyes.
Uh-huh.
Like you said, Ryder, like at least a guess.
I don't know, Bag Milk. When you told me you were in your 40s, I didn't
is
believe
true.
You
that.
wouldn't have missed by 10 years, though. You would have been in the 10-year pocket.
Yeah,
For Bag Milk?
Yeah.
for sure.
Maybe. But only because I've known him for a decade.
That's also true.
If I were to just meet him, I would be shocked. Okay, Jess has corrected me. Bachelorette is already filmed. They've completed it. They're
Okay.
debating releasing it or not after this. See, I'm telling you, Dakota is there to ruin Taylor Frankie's life.
But like that is such a big show for that network that there's no way they just shelve it.
And this could be building hype.
Ooh, that's grim to
Ooh.
use that as
I know
a way
it is,
to.
but
That's
I've
Reese
heard-
agrees.
I've heard that they're on the hunt. They need like an A-list celeb to try to rejuvenate the franchise next
Has
time
it gotten
around,
boring?
too.
This is one that I've never really like hooked into.
I don't know. I feel like she's so unhinged on this recent season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives
That
that
it could be-
it could bring some ratings. There could be some
I don't
interest.
want love. Like
No.
I like the first episodes of these shows because when people like make an ass of themselves when they're introducing themselves,
I
like,
hate that part. Their initial cheesy line when they
Oh,
come out
it's
of the
the
limo.
best.
I can't watch those
and
ones.
then I just fast forward until I see people yelling at each other.
These
Tears.
dating shows, I am there for the worst of us as people.
Yeah. Me too.
That's what I want. Like, you guys got me back into the latest season of Love is Blind. And just like, nothing makes me happier when they do the reveal and one person goes, ugh.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me happier on
Yeah.
that show.
Okay, our next story and the final one before we play a game with Bag Milk. Zack Galafanakis is going to star in a 6-episode Netflix series. Did you guys hear about this?
I just saw it on Instagram this week.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just found out about it as well. So they're doing some good PR if all three of us have just heard about it.
This is a gardening show is what it's called, where he learns about growing fruits and vegetables. It's described as a whimsical take on gardening and follows his previous series Between Two Ferns. So the trailer has been released. It'll be 6 20-minute episodes.
I don't think he's missed yet. Everything that I've seen from him, I've enjoyed.
And he chooses wisely. He's not overcasting himself in things to the point where it's like,
And like Between Two Ferns was a risk, and it was an absolute home run.
yeah.
Anytime Between Two Ferns, like the blooper reels from that show
Yeah.
come
Good.
out, I will watch all of them. It's so good.
Even the random music video he did for the Kanye song,
I don't remember
I
that.
could watch a million times over. He's like a Amish farmer in it.
He's
I
just very
think-
entertaining to look at, but like it's
Can't
the
tell me nothing.
deadpan delivery too that he's got that just makes me
It's
laugh.
so good.
I just rewatched Due Date with him and Robert Downey Jr. That movie is brilliant.
Yeah.
Everything he's touched.
His wife is from Edmonton.
Is she?
No.
Yeah, he was before he got famous. A friend of mine, Adam, we worked together at Hudson's. He used to work at the Buckingham or what is it on White Ave? What's that?
Yeah, the Buckingham.
And he would come in and he was a regular and he would sit.
No shit.
Yeah, I don't know whatever the Buckingham was. It might have been whatever the bar was before. Or Black Dog, maybe?
I could see him being a black dog.
That probably makes more sense. It was a bar on White Ave and he would come in all the time and just to see his girlfriend at the time. Now
Obviously
they're married.
pre-hangover days.
Yeah.
Okay, full court press on him promoting his new show here.
Yes.
Oh, let's get him on the
Any
sauce.
angle that we have, I would love. Think how nervous we'd be about making it a good interview, though.
Yeah,
like everything he's ever done has been gold. His first real shit
He'd
show.
probably be mean to us. It would be an episode of Between Two Ferns.
Us asking him what his thoughts are on the Jari Skinner trade. And he's like, what?
And then we'd be like, ask your wife. She might know. She's an Oilers fan. All right, Bag Milk, we're going to play a game with you today. Have you ever played Bet?
I have not played Bet.
Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a category. And then you're going to say, I bet I could name blank amount of this category. And you go back and forth. So like
Until-
you'd say, I bet I could name 7. And then if Ryder thinks he can name more, he'll say, I could do 9. And then you go, if you don't think you could do more than 9, you go bet. And then
All
he
right.
has to try and do it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that was. I felt like far too many words to explain it, but I think you nailed it.
Too long,
otherwise.
didn't read.
It must be because she's like Galafanakis nervous to interview me.
Okay, first category. You are the king of memes, Mr.
Truly.
Bag Milk.
Yeah.
Truly is.
Thank you.
How many famous, well-known memes can you name? I'm not talking about what's being said on it. I'm talking about describing the actual
Oh, like the
picture.
Like the
background.
template itself.
Yeah. I could name 6.
I could name 8.
I could name 9.
Bet.
I was really hoping Bag Milk would just spitfire a bunch.
Okay, we got guy with the roach in his mouth.
Yep.
We got the girl that's like this.
Oh, she's like leaning forward.
Yeah,
going,
you do a really
I
good
do a really
impression
good-
of it
well, 'cause
unintentionally.
I've got bad posture, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
I mean, I'll just say Leonardo DiCaprio. He's got 3 or
Multiple
4
No,
now, but
you have to give specifics.
no, because then I can just name off 9 Leonardo DiCaprio ones.
Fine.
So I'll just say the Leonardo ones. If you want a specific,
Give an example of one.
him at the Grammys is already one.
There's the one where he's pointing at the TV.
Yes, drinking
Yeah.
the beer on
There's
the
the one
recliner.
from Django Unchained, where he's like,
Yeah.
with the drink.
The one where everyone uses it around Halloween when your kids are wondering where the Reese cups went. And he's got like the big chin. And he's
And
laughing.
him holding the martini glass, really fancy, standing by the bar.
I've used the one from Wolf of Wall Street where he's dancing a bunch.
See?
Yes.
Okay, so
Leonardo DiCaprio, fine. That counts. How many are you at?
4. Spider-Man, pointing at Spider-Man.
Ooh, that's good.
You're good at this.
That's 5.
Can you name 4 more?
Yeah. We got the little blonde girl who's really confused that everybody's like,
The back seat.
Yep.
Yep.
we got...
This is driving me crazy. I want to yell out answers so bad.
Well, because now that I like said bet, I'm sitting there going through like what I've made in the past week.
In the last week. That's why I thought
Yeah.
you'd go more.
Yeah, like I think it's interesting though because you don't make memes really.
No.
Right.
So you're just a consumer of the medium.
Just being a fan. I'm a fan.
Always very supportive of mine, by the way.
Yes.
Always.
As we all should be. Let's get more of the saucers in on that.
Yeah, go check out Oilersnation.com on Instagram after wins. I always put up anywhere from 10 to 15 memes.
And they're
after the
so
game.
good.
Money. Okay, I'm starting to...
I'll help you out here.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's help them.
The easy one that once I say it, you'll be like, oh, it's been used a million times. The girl walking by.
Yes.
The guy craning his neck.
Yes.
Missed
Yes,
that one.
Reese is on it. What
Yeah.
about the girl that's smirking in front of the house on fire?
100%.
Yeah, good one.
Speaking of houses on fire, nice work, Reese. How about the one of the dog sitting in the kitchen? Everything is fine meme, and everything is lit up in flames.
The cartoon dog with the coffee cup. Yeah.
Shack behind the
Bushes.
tree.
Homer Simpson
going
walking
into
into
the
the
bush.
bush.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I should have done better there.
I think that
Cheddar is a meme.
Cheddar is a meme.
I think part of the fun for me making memes is going to find templates that I don't see all the time.
Uh-huh.
Because like sometimes I'll be sitting and watching TV and I'm just going and screenshotting stuff, adding it to a folder. Like my phone is a disaster of
I
meme
bet.
templates.
I bet.
Thousands of meme templates in there.
There was one that I laughed out loud the other day. I'm going to find it real quick.
Another good one is the couple that's in bed and she's like, I wonder what he's dreaming. I bet he's dreaming about other women and he's thinking about what meme he's going to create next.
There's another one where the girl is sleeping and then like the husband or partner or whatever's like in her ear, like wanting to tell her something. I use that one quite often.
Speaking of telling her something, how about the woman that's getting bombarded by the guy at the bar that's
Totally.
whispering and she's
100%.
miserable.
Oh, that's a really good one too.
I
Lisa,
love
you
it.
would have been good at this
Yeah,
one.
Lisa, you'd have been good at this.
Thanks, guys.
I love memes because they're such a funny way to deliver a joke. You
And
guys
they-
have both done stand up, so I think like making one that lands and makes people laugh with just a couple of words and a picture
Feels
is
good.
very, very good. I like it a lot.
This is the one. Oh, God, I laughed so hard.
What
Reese,
is it?
can you get a...
Here we go.
Wait. Yeah, you got it? It is a golden retriever
I don't know this one.
flying on a plane.
Oilers win. Draisaitl out for the season.
So it has the like city burning behind it, and then just the happiest dog ever that says Oilers win. But over here,
I've never seen that
over
one
here
before.
it says Draisaitl out for the season. This will be the last time I show you memes on the show.
Yeah, that was a bit budget, but we...
I guess we could have sent that one to Reese.
Yeah,
had we
Reese could have
known
just
we'd
gone
got
into
there.
like the Instagram account, pulled them all up, you know?
He had to manually zoom in on you with this camera.
We're old school around here.
Okay, next category. Nice work, Ryder.
Okay, I didn't get the point there. So Bagged Milk got the point for that one.
Streets in Edmonton. How many could you name? I'm not talking avenues. You can't use numbers.
170th.
Yeah.
Streets.
167.
It has to have a name.
Okay, not a number.
Oh, I'm so bad at this.
Awesome.
I'm going to go 4.
4?
Yeah.
Haven't you lived here your whole life?
Yeah.
It's okay. I still use my maps to get everywhere.
I'll go 6, but I know I can do maybe a few more than that.
I'll go 7.
Ooh. Tell him to do it.
Yeah, do it. Bet. You got me with the memes
You
in the
did, yeah.
same situation.
It's Lisa's 100% right. I've lived here my whole life, and it's one of those things where like I just know where I'm going or I don't.
Maps, man.
Or if somebody
Every
tells
time.
you a street, you'll know it.
No.
But you don't just remember the street.
I don't know streets. I know
Oh, no.
landmarks. I'm like, is there an Arby's? Like, I know based off of what food, when people ask me, like, where our Play 107 is, the radio station, I
Yeah.
go, do you know where Peter's Drive-In is? That's how I tell people.
Yeah, yesterday I was telling Lisa somewhere I was going and trying to tell her whereabouts it was. And it was like, okay, do you know where Real Deal Meats is? She's like, I've heard of it, but no. I'm like, okay, what if I said just off of the Henday on 91st before you get to Ellerslie? Does any of that make sense? No. I'm like, Parsons Road, leaving South Common, heading south.
You're
and
giving
you
him a
take
bunch of
left.
street names, by
Yeah,
the
you
way.
just gave me a good one.
Idiot.
So I'll knock Parson Road off the list.
Yep, perfect.
Ah, shit.
But here's the thing: like once things get off the grid in Edmonton, I'm lost.
Sure.
Like in St. Albert, if you ask me to go anywhere, sans maps, you're not going to see me.
I don't
gonna be
know
lost.
how we did that before Google Maps. I don't know how anyone found a crescent.
I felt Vancouver when I moved there very confusing. Like downtown just made no sense in my head.
So someone's coming into St. Albert for the first time in the 90s, let's say to drop their kid off for a birthday party. How the hell are they finding that house?
Yeah.
It would probably take an extra 30 minutes to like explore and look at street.
The answer I used to get from people in St. Albert was like, well, the letters are grouped together.
That's true.
Doesn't mean anything to me. All right, Parsons Road.
Okay.
Thank you, Ryder.
You're welcome.
I needed that one. Is it Connors Road?
Yeah.
Okay. White Ave, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Rice Howard Way. Wayne Gretzky Drive.
Nice.
Mark Messier Way? Is it Mark Messier, or is that in St. Albert?
That's like St. Albert Trail.
It starts where you turn off for it is in Edmonton, so we'll have to give you the...
Okay, so I'm at 6. Now I need another one. Queen Elizabeth, what is it called? The QE2 is Queen Elizabeth Highway. Does that count?
Yeah, I think
It's a
QE2
road.
can count.
Yeah. That's 7. How many did you say?
I think I got 7, but like I'm grinding now.
Yeah. So
Collingwood Road. I live near Collingwood Road.
There you go.
it's Saskatchewan Drive.
There you go. I had a
Special
buddy.
place in my heart.
Mine too. I had a buddy.
Argyle.
I had a buddy live on that big apartment building right at the corner of 109th Street in Saskatchewan Drive when we were 20.
Oh, sick.
It was the greatest time of my life.
Yeah. That's
We
a
would end up
great
at the
spot.
Strat every other night. It was the
Hell
best.
yeah.
Awesome.
Paper maps. Yes, I'm aware people would use paper maps, but it's like a wild concept to think back that like your parents had the big paper map.
Not parents. Like I had to do that. I remember my first job. I was a street teamer for CKSA in Lloydminster, and I was out delivering donuts every Friday. And the entire segment just turned into how lost am I?
Right.
Because I could never get these donuts to the people while the morning show was still on.
Or like the pizza delivery drivers from back in the day.
Or cab drivers.
How
They've
stressful would it be if it's like your pizza's free if it's not there in 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I'd be not applying for that job.
No, never.
Absolutely not.
Good tip for that is taking the numbers off of your house. And then
Smart.
they can't
Game in
find
the
it.
system.
Wow.
Yeah.
My old man still uses paper maps. in
No,
his
he
car.
doesn't.
No.
He does. He's one of those people though that like he just has things locked in his brain, so he doesn't need one. But if he does need a map, a paper one comes out.
Even with like the newer roads and all the new developments, like there's so many cul-de-sacs, like areas now that have extra cul-de-sacs. And like I'm so confused always.
Yeah.
Like Ellerslie, all of those. No.
Dip offs.
I
Yeah.
get mad at my maps when it takes me to an area where there's traffic. I feel like it should have let me know more than what it did with the little red line.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like we could probably name 150 streets in Edmonton if we just like went area by area.
Not me.
But it is tough when you're just trying to think of the whole city. Like it's
Well, and when
what
you're
ADHD
put on the spot,
feels like in math class.
it's tough. Dog groomer Natalie said, if I ever told my mom I had a friend from Mill Woods, she just wouldn't take me.
Totally get it.
Backyard Burgers. I delivered pizza for Domino's in Red Deer, and I got crazy good at finding places. This is between 2002 and 2005.
It would kind of be fun to be really good at that.
Lance, I think about all those old guys finding all those small oil plants with paper maps. That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
And finding new developments was the hardest, though. Thanks,
Fair.
everyone. Okay.
Like, have you been in an Uber at any point lately where you're in your Uber and they still get it wrong where you're going somehow? Like, then you go backwards to like cab drivers. and they're like,
Yes.
yeah, no problem. I'll get you there. What?
How'd they do that? They have the old system, too, where you're paying with like a check. Okay, next category. Oilers, past or present, with jersey numbers in the 90s. So basically jerseys between 90 and 99, not the year, the number on the jersey. Oilers, past or present, that have a jersey number in that 10 number span.
I could name 7.
The 90s is a tricky kind of like spot for the Oilers.
Uh-huh.
There's a couple of numbers where only one person has worn it
Yeah.
in that window, but the other ones, like, there's other ones where I just don't know. So you said 7?
I think 7
That's
could get.
crazy. Bet on it.
I'm going to say bet.
Okay.
I mean, obviously the first two.
Well, there's a bunch that you can name off, like, rip off the list.
Yeah,
And like,
let's just do
no
it. Let's do it.
disrespect. Let's go with the GOAT.
Okay, Gretzky,
Yeah.
McDavid, Puljujarvi, Ryan Smith.
Mm-hmm.
What were their numbers?
Well, 94 for Smith.
Uh-huh.
Puljujarvi was 98. He then changed it, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He went to 13.
97 for McDavid, 99 for Gretzky.
Was there a 91 in there?
There's going to be Evander Kane,
Yep.
Uh-huh.
There's another one, too.
another 91. Would be...
Reese knows it.
I'm going to hang on that. I got to think of other ones here that are easier. Nuge.
Of course.
Oh, of
That's
course.
6. 95 or 96. I don't remember 95s or 96s.
There's one. There's a 96 currently on the team.
Oh, yes. Jake Wallman.
Yeah.
That's 7.
Yeah.
Wow. What was
There-
the other 91?
So 91, there was Magnus Pyravi Svensson.
Yeah.
Mike Comrie also wore it when he
Oh,
came
yeah.
back for his second tour of duty. 93, Peter Nedved is in there.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of where I got lost.
Okay, Dry Oli has a good one in the chat. Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey Perry, 100%.
So, yeah, like 10 could have been doable with
Yeah.
enough time. If
That
there
was impressive.
No, yeah, I thought you did great.
Okay, next category. Disney princesses.
Oh, fuck.
How many?
3. I'm gonna count.
Name.
I'm countering with 3.
Come on, you're a girl dad.
Yeah.
You are a girl dad. I have nieces, but I was showing them Pulp Fiction. That's where I was at.
When they were
6.
4.
Yeah.
I can go 6.
All right.
Reese, will you help me? Can I tag team with Reese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reese, what do we think?
Can you do more than 6?
Yeah.
Are we good with 7?
Tell them to bet.
Bet.
All right, Reese, I'll go. Let's do a snake draft almost, if you will. Princess Jasmine.
Yeah.
And then I will go
He's going to based off of the ones that he finds the most attractive. Jasmine, check.
totally did.
I know.
Totally did. It was the belly shirt with the little...
Oh, yeah. When she changed it into that red outfit.
Come on.
Come on.
Okay, so you're at 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Reese?
Reese, you're going to have to do some
Rapunzel-
lifting here, Rooster. I
Is
need you, buddy.
Rapunzel a princess?
Rapunzel, I think, is not the princess in that show, is it? Is that her hair that she drops down?
Yes.
Then that, yeah, she.
I don't know if is Rapunzel a Disney princess? Can you Google? Can you fact check that? I mean, Tangled
I
was
think
awesome.
she ends up being one, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
think
she
you're
wasn't-
right.
She doesn't marry the prince, I'm pretty sure.
Right. It's Rapunzel.
What about Princess Fiona? Is that Disney?
I don't think we can give you.
That's
Shrek.
not a Disney.
Damn it.
Yes,
All right.
she is. Okay. Okay, we're good. Rapunzel works.
Okay, no Princess Fiona.
But I
Reese.
don't think Fiona counts. I would like to actually hear from those of you in the chat.
Is Sleeping Beauty a princess? Mm-hmm. Okay. Snow White.
What's her name?
Sleeping Beauty?
What's Sleeping Beauty's name?
Barbara.
You're so close.
Really?
Kind of. It's Aurora.
I
So it
don't
still
know
has
that.
the-
I don't know that I was
Those
close.
sound the same.
I guess if you said
A, B, Aurora, Barbara.
or if you said Aurora Barbara, it kind of sounds like Aurora Borealis.
Whatever. Anyway.
Cinderella.
Yes.
Yes.
Ariel.
Yeah.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5.
Jeez.
Nala from Lion King.
Yeah. Princess.
I'm grinding
I love
here.
this guess. I do really
grinding
like
here.
this
I
guess.
guess.
I don't know. That's controversial.
Well, or was she ever a princess? No, she just went straight to queen.
Yeah, she did jump up.
She jumped up from commoner to queen
That is true.
because she would have married.
She
Simba.
did the Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
So it's not. We're not counting it.
Okay.
But you're forgetting a couple essentials, you guys. Like,
Yeah. Get your poop in a group.
I don't like, even when I was a
think
kid.
fair skin. Think forests.
Forests?
She's in the forest. She comes across these little guys.
Oh, with the dwarves. What's her name?
Isn't that Snow White?
Snow White.
Yes.
thought
Ding,
BM
ding,
said that.
ding.
Oh, did we get that one already?
No, you didn't.
I don't know.
Maybe
You
not.
got Sleeping Beauty, which was also in a forest.
Okay.
You need one more, and it's an essential. Mm-hmm. It's got a bit of bestiality in the theme.
Oh, I don't know the Beauty and the Beast lady's name.
This is fun.
I actually, by the way,
Yeah.
potentially controversial. He was better looking as the animal.
I
thing.
agree. When he turned human, I went, "That's it."
Yeah.
It's kind of like Love Is
I
Blind
think
vibes.
as beards started to get more popular.
If you slap a beard on that guy, it's doing a lot of lifting, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what her name is. I know Candle Guy.
Belle is what you were
Yep.
looking for.
Okay.
Good effort, guys. I appreciated the hustle.
Okay, I'll name off some more that you missed. Moana, Pocahontas, Ariel. Did we got that one?
Yeah.
Mulan. Other than that, we kind of
You
got
did
the big
really
ones.
good. Also, Mulan is such a good movie. The song "I'll Make a Man Out of You," I listen to it often in the gym. So if you see me out there lifting weights, that's what I'm listening to.
Elsa and Anna would have been. I think
yeah.
I would have given the green light on those.
Because like I wouldn't know their name. I would have just said the Let It Go girl.
That's fair. Even me knowing Aurora from Sleeping Beauty was a bit of a stretch. Like, not a lot of people.
Disney movies were just never my thing unless, unfortunately, Lisa, like you pointed out, I had a serious attraction to the princess. Shout out Jasmine.
Yeah,
We also have
it's true.
Merida from the movie Brave.
Okay, so I never watched Brave. It got to a point where I wasn't watching new Disney movies very often.
Raya
Yep,
from Raya and the Last Dragon.
never watched it.
That's pretty much.
All right, moving on. Final category.
I also don't like that they're remaking all the... Where are the 2D cartoon
Yeah.
Disney movies?
Yeah.
I miss those.
Well, and
Man,
like
people are even saying the next installment of Toy Story looks AI generated. Like it's just like lazy.
I also think it's a little too much on my senses to go to the theater to kids' movies now. Like, it's a little much.
It's
lot of color.
So colorful and like
They're even saying that newer movies, they're making them reestablish the plot every 20 minutes because they know people are on their phones and they'll be so lost if they don't.
That's why I'm trying to quit TikTok. Exactly that.
Yeah.
Have
Good
you
for
ever listened to the lo-fi Disney music playlist?
Yes.
It's the best.
For what? For
Just chilling.
Oh.
Like, if you just want vibes, it has all the famous Disney songs, so you know the tune, but they've really lo-fi'd them, and it's just a couple instruments.
relaxing.
I put some of those on. I put lo-fi music on for my dog all the time when I leave the house.
Sweet.
Oh, I love that, Frank.
Yeah, the Disney one comes out sometimes. He
I'm
likes
going to name off the rest of the 90 to 99 Oilers that we missed. Jersey
You're still
number.
thinking about that. All right.
So we didn't get Drake Kajula, who was 91 for a couple years in there.
Yep.
Gaten Haas.
My man. Loved
Yeah,
Gaetan Haas. Pods, obviously, 92.
Pods
Oh,
we
yeah.
missed.
Duh.
We had Thomas Yurko, who also wore 92. You said Peter Nedved, I think, right?
Yep.
So, and then Roslovic wore 96 until Wallman got there, right?
No, because Wallman was already
I
here.
think Tomasek wore, or did he wear 86?
Because Wallman was here last year.
It says Roslovic wore 96.
Who they say?
Yeah, who's this? Where's
Yeah, that
this
doesn't make
source?
sense because we just got Roslovic at the start of this
Yeah,
year.
he signed mid-game.
Maybe he would have been 96, but he was already taken by Wallman.
Potentially. I don't know.
Anyway, that one should be off the list. I'm going to write Wikipedia right now.
Yeah.
That's all of them, though. Like, we
You guys did really good.
nailed those ones.
Okay, final category. Things to put milk in.
Bags.
How many things can you list off that you would put
Okay, are we
milk
talking
in
like
it?
things that you would make with the assistance of milk?
Sure, it could be anything.
Or are we talking like vessels, like a glass?
Or can it be all?
It could be all.
Oh, God. This is going to be...
That's what you think.
I could name 12.
I can name 13.
Bet.
Damn it. I really didn't think that was going to come back my way that quickly. All right. Bag. Thank you. Shout out to my family. Just a glass.
Yeah.
Nice glass of milk. I see you guys have them on the desk. A coffee.
Okay.
Cereal.
Yeah.
My sister puts it in oatmeal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting tough here. I don't drink milk. Okay. Like baking? Do you put milk in baking?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're in the cupcakes.
Are they?
Yeah.
All right. Duds.
Yeah. He put milk and milk
That
duds.
is hilarious. We're going to let
Good
it count.
answer.
You're at 7.
Reese, you got anything back there? I need your support, Bell.
My tummy.
Oh,
good
good answer.
one. Really good one.
That's 8. Can we help?
You really thought you could have done 12?
Well, I would have broken up baking, and I would have said cupcakes, muffins,
Pancake mix.
pancakes, and then it's pretty easy.
Okay.
Put milk in. Oh, cat bowl.
Cats do love
I
it.
actually heard that that's not good for them.
Do they? Yeah.
It's like the latest
Oh.
update. It actually gives them pretty bad gas.
Huh.
Me too. Same.
But it's still going to count. Ooh, you missed a hot beverage.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah. Good answer.
Maybe another hot beverage.
So I did coffee, hot chocolate, tea.
Yeah. Get a little milk in the tea.
I'm a
Paralyzer.
purist.
Paralyzer.
Whoa, Reese coming through.
Monkey's lunch.
How could we forget?
White
A
Russian.
white Russian, yeah.
Yes, good
Yeah.
job.
This is why I thought so high, is because
1, 2,
there
3,
was
4, 5,
so
6,
many
7,
different
8.
avenues.
Yeah, no, you
did
nailed
it.
it. I am such a low consumer. I haven't had milk in my fridge for, I'm going to say, months.
So you don't eat cereal. You don't
I like
add it to your
cereal.
coffee.
No, I drink black coffee. Cereal, if I have cereal, I'll dummy a box, so like milk's gone like that, but I don't really drink milk ever.
That reminds me, I need to get milk today.
One of the best things I did during COVID was teach myself how to drink black coffee, so that was the only reason I ever had
See,
it.
that's my next step. That's my next level up step in life, and I just don't know if I can do it, you guys.
The only thing is, I have noticed my teeth have yellowed a little bit more since I became a black coffee drinker.
Yeah, you
Really?
kind of need to be on top of the white
whitening and
strips
stuff?
and like brushing your teeth after coffee if you can.
It's also another thing too, like drinking black coffee. How much of the lift the cream and the sugar does sometimes when it's a bad coffee. You were talking about the hot chocolate going to the dealership.
Yeah.
What about if you're going for like an oil change or something at just like one of the walk-in ones and you're getting a coffee in the lobby? Like those are just dreadful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
like
get a
I'd
black
even
one
add
there,
the powdered
Ugh.
white.
I would
Creamer.
powder it up.
Yeah.
I'd rather have something out of like that's been sitting there since 8 a.m. and was actually brewed out of a filter than a lot of this like
Curdling
hot
slightly.
plastic. When you talk about Keurigs and stuff, like think of how hot that plastic's getting that you're drinking.
No,
I
we
just-
all have microplastics in our bodies.
Full of them.
Full.
Apparently, they did a study, and every man between the age of 18 and 35 or 40 or whatever it was that was tested had microplastics in their testicles and sperm.
But like it was like I read that too, wasn't it like a credit card's worth? It was like alarmingly large amount.
What's it going there for?
I don't know.
Trying my best to get rid of it.
On that note, thank you for joining us today, Bag Milk. We're going to get into the 3 stars of anything. If you want to hang out for this, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to go do my job.
That was so funny. Oh my
Lisa's
gosh.
gonna kick me out after an off.
No.
joke.
Absolutely not. I was just like, that's a great like mic drop. But if you want to stay, we would love to hear your thoughts on today's category. Reese, hit it. Let's do 3 stars of anything before we get out of here and do our bets.
It could be an athlete, snacks, or cars. It's time we pick our 3 stars of anything.
That one was a hit with the saucers in the chat.
That was good stuff.
PM, well done.
All right. Best movie franchises. Your top 3 answers. Whoever has the best list, you can vote for that in the chat right
Wins
after.
and gets a point. Oh, by the way, for our last wager, where the loser has to get an impersonator all to themselves, I just got a response from a company, a company that might have access to getting an impersonator here for you.
Something we've learned is Edmonton's market for impersonators is
Not great.
It's not great.
Yeah.
It's really hard to find someone.
Let's inspire the kids out there. Let's
Yeah.
go out and start making some impressions.
New career path for all of you.
Okay, let's get Big Milk in on this, too. We'll give him first overall choice.
Okay, and then I get to go second because I won yesterday for once.
I said it earlier in the podcast, and I'll just start off with it because I think it is one of the best franchises and includes some of the most handsome men in a collection of people. The Oceans series.
Yes.
Ooh, and they're so good.
They're so good.
Good answer.
Brad Pitt's jawline. He's always eating in his scenes.
Clooney, just a little salt and pepper at that
Yep.
time.
Julia Roberts looking so good.
And the first one was so good, and the drop-off to the next ones wasn't so bad that it took away how good the first one was, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
Okay, my first overall pick, the Bourne movies.
Great.
You can't go wrong. Could kids get away with watching it and enjoying it? Not if they have their phones out.
Sure.
Put them away, kid.
Matt Damon kicks ass, too.
Oh, it's so good. So I'm going my first overall pick, the Bourne movies.
With my first overall selection for best movie franchises, I'm going with Rocky.
Nice.
I could watch all of those movies forever.
I couldn't. I don't like the swelling of the face. I don't like him chugging back a bunch of raw eggs. I'll pass. Not for me. When they cut open his eye?
You
No.
could skip 7 seconds and
That's the
still
whole
enjoy
movie.
the movie.
That's the whole movie. What I just said, I just spoiled the movie.
You don't like seeing swelling and them cutting his eye open? You watch The Pit.
like this,
Well, watch Rocky like that.
I guess. Reese,
I won that argument.
what's your first overall pick?
My first overall pick is just going to be Star Wars. Probably the greatest trilogy of all time.
Ryder,
The first 3?
Yeah.
So 4, 5, and 6, actually.
you don't know that that's how it starts.
Actually,
Yeah.
Do you start at 6?
No, he started at 4.
We've got to
you
have some
could.
nerds in the chat
could.
that know.
Well, I just know that that's how it goes. Then the 3 prequels came out.
You said your older brothers let you down growing up because they never made you watch Star Wars.
I've never seen a Star Wars movie. I know.
what?
That's pretty messed up. I've
Reese
tried.
is pissed.
I've tried to start them now, probably 10 times, and every time it just feels like there's like a video of a kid playing with toys, and
It's
then
'cause-
it loses me.
Because you're starting on 4, 5, and 6.
No,
Where
no,
do you start?
I'd start in the order that they came out.
Okay.
I'd watch it in that order. But all right, hey, good answer.
Homework.
Homework. You
Eventually.
can't keep him awake. He'll fall asleep.
It's like part of my personality that I haven't seen Star Wars.
Yeah, he
though.
goes, peace be with you,
Yeah.
when it's Star Wars Day or whatever it is.
I'm with you.
Really? Oh, Reese hates you guys.
I've seen, so I'm a little different. I've seen them.
Okay.
My brother was a big Star Wars guy, so I've seen them, but not since I'm like 10 years old. And
Okay.
the new ones,
Don't care.
couldn't care less.
Yeah. Your second pick, Bagged Milk.
Classic, good Canadian boy, Back to the Future.
Good answer. Lisa, your second pick.
My second pick is going to be Austin Powers,
Nice.
Oh,
the
yeah.
man of mystery.
I just did a run through those not long ago, and they're still so funny.
They hold up.
Gold
yeah.
member, I literally got a chemical peel last week and I was sending memes of him like flaking off his skin.
Gross.
They're just so
It's
like
so good.
dumb, and the jokes are so on the nose, but they're so funny.
So inappropriate. Like in Vegas, I'm going to be introducing myself as a lot of vagina because that is an awesome Austin Powers quote.
The amount of times I say in my daily life, most notably to my dog, "You really are a fat bastard," all the time.
I'm glad it's to the dog.
Yeah, me too.
And not your morning show host. I'm going to go with my second overall choice, the Debbie Does series.
No, we cannot be putting adult films in best franchises.
Best franchise, Debbie Does. There was a few cities she got through.
Yeah,
Is
there's
that
a real
actually-
famous one.
You're joking.
What? No, okay. If that's not allowed, I
It's
guess.
allowed, I guess. You're going to get votes for it, so you might as well keep it in.
I'm keeping in the Debbie Does series then.
Reese?
What a franchise.
Okay, my second overall pick, I'm going to go with the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah.
That'll get you some votes. Although at the same time, like, are we really putting in that much work for a ring?
Another, I've never seen one. Not a minute of it.
Okay,
What
so
the
apparently,
heck is going
I know
on?
Elijah Wood is apparently going to be DJing a set coming up here with like all of the music from Lord of the Rings.
It's coming up here?
Not
Like-
here,
oh,
just it's coming
Yeah,
up.
yeah. I have
It was
heard
just
that.
announced this week.
All right, last picks. First up, bagged milk.
I'm nervous about my third pick.
I am going to go very specific on my third pick today. I'm going to go Spider-Man, but specifically Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Ooh, interesting.
He's a really good Spider-Man.
Yeah, he is good.
the cheesy voice.
And he's like Tobey Maguire looked like a full man trying to be a high school kid. Andrew Garfield, he was too
Yeah.
handsome.
True.
Didn't like it. Tom Holland, he's a great Spider-Man.
Yeah.
His that scene too. I forget which of the ones it was, but through the city with the bus involved and whatnot was absolutely
Sorry, that's in every Spider-Man movie. What you just
lifting
described.
off the seat epic. It was like when they were going to the museum or something. I don't know. There was just one scene that I was like, wow,
Whoa.
that was 26 minutes of pure awesome action.
So good.
All right, Lisa, your third pick.
Do I want to go with what the people want or what I feel is true to my soul? Do I want to manipulate the votes knowing I'll get some, or do I
Like-
go with it?
Like that's what
franchise
Reese
I
has done.
love?
I bet Reese hasn't seen Star Wars. Or Lord of the Rings. He's just picking what Reddit said.
Okay. I got to stay true to myself. The Scary Movie franchise.
I love
right.
that. That's a great pick.
Take my strong hand. It's so quotable.
Yeah.
We hit a boot.
I
Where's
do
the
that one
foot?
all the time. Take my strong hand.
Yes.
Like, you got to.
It's so funny.
One of my favorite jokes to play on my older niece is if she ever makes mashed potatoes, I'll go slam my hand in her potatoes and go, take my strong
Yeah.
hand.
Let me just stir this up a little bit.
Bet she loves that.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
I'm going to go with my third pick. It's tacky. It's ridiculous. The acting's not always great. But you can't deny that it's terrific.
What is it?
Fast and the Furious.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
come on.
They're going to be making those when Vin Diesel is 76.
Apparently they're on the last one right now.
Yeah, they say that.
It's also amazing, that franchise, right? Like, you think of the first handful,
Yeah.
they're racing. But then
Oh,
it
yeah.
turned into a thing where they're like, now they're in space and there's on a
Right.
fucking submarine and they're jumping off trains and shit.
Uh-huh.
I haven't kept up with the franchise to know about the spaceships.
And even the cars, like I grew up with it. When I would have got my license, would have been around the time the first one came out, ish.
Start Googling
But
Skylines.
like my buddies, had like the Honda Civic souped up. We actually wanted the cars
The
that were
sound
in it
system
so
in
much.
the trunk.
Oh,
That's a good pick. I like that
yeah.
one.
I watched. My daughter and I ended up crushing 4 of them one weekend, and by the 4th she was done. But if she would have wanted 6 that weekend, I would have done it.
You lock in.
Okay, we have a Mandela effect being mentioned in the chat. Apparently in Scary Movie, he doesn't say take my strong hand. He says take my good hand.
Huh.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either, and I'm going to go with my own version. Take my strong hand is better.
It is strong hand. It's when
Take
he's
my
out
strong
the
hand.
window. That's crazy. We need to rewatch, especially with the brand new movie coming out soon.
Yeah.
Okay, Reese, your final pick. Is that where
My
we're
final
at?
pick.
Yeah.
Jamie of the Night said it in the chat. Christopher Nolan's Batman.
Yeah, those are great.
All 3 of them.
The one with Heath Ledger's perfect.
Yeah,
It
The Dark
is.
Knight.
It's a
The
perfect
Dark Knight
movie.
Rises is, in my opinion, one of the best movies ever.
I also love that one because I also just love quoting Tom Holland Bane. Or not Tom Holland, Tom Hardy Bane.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
just being like, oh, hello, Batman. Because he had that really hilarious thing.
That
going
was
on with
pretty
his-
good.
Yeah.
Reese, do you want to get the poll up? Let's blast through what our picks were real quick, and
I
then you've
can't
only got a
believe it.
couple minutes to vote.
You guys, this is crazy. No one said Harry Potter. That's insane.
I also thought Ninja Turtles
Yep,
afterwards.
that was
James
mentioned
Bond.
in the
James
chat.
Bond, I love. Die Hard, I love.
Die Hard. John Wick wasn't mentioned, but there was some honorable mentions in the chat for that. The Mighty Ducks was in here.
All right, your 3 picks, Bag Milk.
I did the Ocean series.
Yes.
I did Back to the Future
Yeah.
and Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
I went with Rocky, Debbie Does, and Fast and Furious.
I went with the Bourne movies, Austin Powers, and Scary Movie.
I had Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and Christopher Nolan's Batmans.
Good picks.
All right.
Reese has 56% of the votes.
I called it Fast and the Furious. I'd like to apologize.
Whatever.
Our boy Rooster back there, he's got eyes on the chat all the time. I feel like you're manipulating the system.
Probably.
Ah,
He was probably Googling princesses
It's true.
too. We don't know.
of course he was Googling princesses.
Everyone's trying to find an asterisk to put on my wins.
He is dominating.
Speaking of movie news, I do have one piece of advice that's very exciting.
Okay, you better make it quick because it's 11 and we got to get to our bets.
It sounds like there's going to be a remake of Bloodsport
Sick.
by Michaela Cole, who
Michaela?
was Michaela Cole,
I don't know. What's happening.
the BAFTA-winning "I May Destroy You" movie creator, is reimagining the 1988 martial arts film Bloodsport.
Hell
Bloodsport
yeah.
was cool.
It was
dude.
my favorite movie as a kid, for sure.
Cool.
Van Damme was badass.
Oh my god. This part.
Okay.
Oh, I think it was Bloodsport. I'm pretty sure where he does the splits on
Yes.
the chair. Come on.
Hell yeah.
All right. Since you are here with us, Bag Milk, I'm assuming we're doing our Nuge bet.
You know what? I'm loading it up right
Yeah.
now.
Perfect. This segment is brought to you by Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck drop to overtime, you can bet with Canada's homegrown sportsbook. 19 plus. Play responsibly, please. I'm going with anytime Nuge goal and an Oilers win. What about you guys?
Well, I went with
You like to say first time goal scorer, don't you?
yeah, that's the bet that
You're chasing the juice a little
Bagged
bit.
Milk and I sometimes throw down when he's on the show and there's an Oilers game that night. So I'm going first goal scorer, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
I will do, because we talked about him today. 3 shots, Evan Bouchard.
Okay.
I got a feeling our man's going to be firing the puck.
If
Boosh bomb.
we put those together, Oilers win.
Whoa.
Juicy.
Nuge first.
And a boosh bomb?
Boosh 3 shots.
We're rich.
Could be pretty good. Get your votes in now.
Let's do better than yesterday, says Saucy Amber. I think that's
Yep.
what she meant. Yesterday was a sad day for us.
Yeah, sad day.
It was a bad parlay.
Big hit.
Also, shout out to the Pirates of the Caribbean. A lot of people are saying, I can't believe you guys didn't mention that. So
Yeah,
there you
those
go.
are great.
That's
Johnny
a
Depp's
last
great.
honorable mention. Bag Milk, thank you for making our show so much more fun.
Thank you for letting me sit here and avoid my real job.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
like
the
that.
best.
I kind of planned to have you in for 15 minutes, and you were here for an hour and
It's my
15
favorite.
minutes.
I love when they stay too long.
Yeah, me too.
It's the best.
Too long noted on the end of that sentence.
No,
so
no,
away
no.
I go.
No, that's not what I meant. Smash that like button, stay saucy, and we'll be back for Feisty Friday tomorrow. We've got 2 awesome guests on the show. We hope that you check it out. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, hype it, and share it with your friends.
And to not miss any of our content, make sure you're subscribing to the Oilersnation YouTube channel.
Freaking nailed it.